Right in the South Bend, Georgians on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. To spoon. If you ain't kept on gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. To spoon. You wanna get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you bought today?
Spoon TV.
Yes, what you bought today?
Spoon TV. Spoon
Bada. Kidibidi dabado.
Spoon TV. Spoon entertainment.
Kua. Bese kua, kudileo. Kudileo.
On the spoon to get
Yes, what you
your
want?
information. On the spoon to be
Yes, what
part
you
of our
want?
discussion. Spoon television.
Yes, what you want?
Spoon radio station. Spoon television.
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stan Turner with the spoon. And your boy, right in the South Bend, Georgians on the beat.
On the spoon to get your information. On the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening. to make their decision just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. Yeah, to spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland to spoon. To spoon. If you eat kepan, gradually, my brother to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio to spoon. To spoon. You wanna get the news update, to spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Yes, what you got today?
Spoon. Spoon TV. Spoon.
Bada.
Spoon.
Skidibidi dabado.
Spoon TV. Spoon Entertainment.
Kuwa. Bese kuwa, kudileo. Kuwa, kudileo.
Todo spoon. To get
Yes, what you
your information. Todo spoon. To be
Yes, what you want? Badileo.
Spoon television.
Yes, what you badileo.
Spoon radio station. Spoon television.
So Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings has arrived on the headquarters of the collaborating political parties. He's the standard bearer of the CPP. Mr. Cummings will announce the official campaign team later on. This is Spoon TV coming to you live from the collaborating political parties headquarters. My name is Aaron Kuban.
So let me start by naming the national campaign team. You ready? You ready? So our national advisory chairman is Dr. Toga Gawe McIntyre. Our campaign chair is Ambassador Louis Brown. Our deputy for mobilization is George Judy Wisner. Our deputy for administration is Awajala. Welcome to Awajala. Our deputy for logistics is Reverend Josiah Asher Kennedy. Our deputy for policy is Isaac Bar Tupa Jr. Our deputy for integrity and legal is Muslim Lasha Stowe. Our deputy for auxiliary is Crystal Stowe. Our campaign liaison is Rodney Wilson. Our campaign coordinator and spokesperson is Lafayette Fu. Our deputy for communication is Elas Monga. And we have as advisor Councillor Yapa Baita. Nikki Cham, Yapa for Nikki. And Sarah Taylor. All of our legislative candidates are advisors to the campaign. So that's the weekend legislative candidates. So there are a few things I'm going to keep in mind as we meet the rest of the campaign team. One is our campaign team is inclusive, is diverse, and is expansive. Our campaign team is based on volunteerism, and we want all Liberians to see themselves represented in our campaign team. Our campaign team will work hard every day, will do things. Where the stand-up arrow left off. It is my pleasure to announce Madam Aisha to the national campaign team. As advisor. It is also my pleasure to announce I'm about the entire country. And so the way we will proceed is to name the chair of the county. Mr. Cummings believes in decentralizing power. The chair of the county will name his county team. Each chair should be here. Senator Henry W. Yala is the chair of the... Thank you.
The best. And let us go for the second term so we can prove to you. We need time so you can compare. Say again here, since I have the opportunity to speak with you, those that constantly threatening the states, constantly inciting people, I want to be clear. We will not tolerate those kind of citizens. Those that constantly insulting the president. I want to be clear that after this, there will be no citizen in this country, and I can defy you that will ever insult the president and think he will walk in the street freely. If you have your grievances, you do it in an honorable way. If you have your views, express your views. For any insult and any threat, that citizen will be dealt with under the law.
We say thanks to our brother, KF, Richmond. Amen.
KF, Richmond, amen. Get me full bag of rice and give it to our mothers. I came here yesterday, you complained about hunger, right? Yeah. I'm feeding for you, right? Yeah. That's why now, you be careful. You be careful. The election are coming. The people that are in power, they only after themselves. They're not after you people. Allah? No. The people that are in power, they are criminals. They're not dependent drugs in this country. All the people getting crazy now. People will take Resabler and call and say, they didn't happen in Liberia before. You have vote for Ambassador Joseph Yuma. Now go again. Joseph Yuma. Let me see the old man face. Come here. Who are you voting for?
I'm voting for Buakai.
Who are you voting for?
I'm voting for Joseph Yuma Buakai.
Hey, let's go down for you. Joseph Yuma Buakai. They all say yeah. Joseph Yuma Buakai. So we said thanks to our brother KF, Richmond, amen, donated for the arrest. Now this is our mother. Hey. That is our mother. KF Richmond.
KF Richmond, we tell him thank you for the one you do for us. We are here for them. We are here for Joseph Buakai. We are the Beto women. We tell you thank you. We tell you thank you for what you do for us.
How the situation here now full business. I'm for one cup of rest.
One cup of rest here now. Sister.
Talk now. What can happen here?
We here so now for you to get rested to move from Maria to Kaya, that's more money. To pay the transport, they have there to bring it here, that's more money.
Okay. Mama, you happy for the rest?
Yes.
What do you want to talk now?
I want to say God must bless. The person was sending right, God must bless him. Because we all now we hear nothing we got it to eat. Send it right, it must be more and more. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
What about you, my sister, my beautiful sister? Who are you? You can hug me now. You clap for us. Everybody clap now. But we ask you now, who are you going to vote for? Not you. I understand.
So, the thing in our heart, I don't want to tell.
Joseph Yuma Buakai. Joseph Yuma Buakai. Thank you.
I want to tell you, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I don't want to talk plenty. To
move for years, on all the day here to move for years, to go over the cell, green, the car before the back for the system.
Sorry.
You have 4 children, you have 5 children, every day you buy one for the system. You won't know. It's not easy.
Okay.
So we're making something, women something easy. So we get them.
Okay. Let's see one good last song. Everybody, let's have the hand. Let's go. Everybody. Let's go. Look at I married a woman, she ran away from Kenya. The woman I married her 2 years ago, she ran away from me. What do you want to talk to Joseph Buakai? Talk to Joseph Buakai.
I tell you hello, I tell you thank you. We are here, we are here for you. We are here for you. We want to seek our interest because we here we suffering, we don't have nothing. Their government suffering all. So we get nobody, we get men, we get children. But say you want to be president, we accept you and we will invest you to be that president so you can be safe for all, to help all. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Clap for her now. Mama. Just coming here. And this one here. This one here, right? But nobody want to talk around here. Nobody want to talk around here. I'm getting angry now. Nobody want to talk. So who you voting for now? You can't let me down here playing with you people here, right? I will visit the 22 towns, villages around here to tell you people that we are ready to replace the government here. Yes. So, one.
You put it in the market. Now that brand what issue there. Let me tell you about LEC. What the president, Joseph said you gotta go connect 4,000 homes in Lima County. The project, he said, you're begging me, the president can go, I beg you, the minister go. This is a story of electricity that you have transformed in this country. So in a few weeks, about 4,000 households in Lima, another 4,000 in Bon County will be connected to electricity. I was with Monica last night. You know what Monica told me? The LEC man. He said, you got to tell the president to tell the college you've been true. Liberia has exported power for the first time to Cote d'Ivoire. We supply electricity to Cote d'Ivoire through the CLSC line. Yeah, Cote d'Ivoire buy electricity for Cote d'Ivoire, yeah? But when the RICA and Sudan go low, we also sell it to them. Amen. So all the people talk about job. The electricity problem was big and inherited. The cost of electricity was 55 cents per kilowatt, 35 cents. Let me tell you, if you get 4 labor, if you get 1 fan, if you get 1 iron, you get S bar, you are paying $90 on the Joseph Waka per month. You know how much you pay on the job now per month? $35.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, Stan Turner with the spoon, and your boy, Friday the South.
Okay, folks, we want to say welcome again to you tonight. Thanks for joining us. Of course, this is the Late Night Politics on Spoon. We're live on Spoon TV, we're live on Fabric TV, and we're live on Super TV as well. I want to say welcome to the show. My name is Nelson Colette. Thanks for always making that time to be here. And as you know, this is where we talk about Liberia. This is where we discuss the national issues. We come with diverse views, and of course, we discuss with an eye on the bigger picture. And that happens to be Liberia. Liberia is bigger than all of our personal, political interests and all of that. And this is just the right platform for you. We make sure that we continuously post the link in the comment section because we want to ensure that everyone get to participate on the program. So welcome again. I'm Nelson Colette. I like to just go across and bring in the rest of the guys here. We're sorry for starting up a bit late because we had to do some adjustment here to get things running on. But let me say welcome, man. Moba, it's great to have you. Welcome to the show.
That's it. Welcome, my man. Welcome, my man. How you coming on, my man? How everything?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Yes, I'm doing very well.
How was your day, my man? How was your day today?
Yeah, my day was good. My day was good.
I just been busy myself, Yeah, I told you every Friday that's my busy day.
Oh yeah.
Every Friday.
That's interesting.
My
man, listen.
I will be with them for a little bit, then for now I'll be going home.
Okay.
Then we'll complete,
Okay, that's great.
1 or 2 hours from now.
That's great.
Yeah.
But thanks for showing up, man. I appreciate you, Marvin. Thanks,
my man. You gotta do that, bring people work, my man.
Most definitely.
Coming to that lie to the people. I already know what our team, what the JMB team going, if they're going around to educate those people about what's going on or what on in the country. I don't know. But we'll discuss whatsoever on your mind today, whatsoever you got the topic, we'll discuss it according to how it will be presented to us, and also will be able to touch all the key issues of our country. We'll be able to discuss the issues pertaining to Mama Liberia, and we'll bring
Yes.
all the ills, the lies in our society. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And let me say, we want the females to join us. So if you're a female, you're out there, you're watching the show, you can kindly join us here tonight so we can have a great conversation on the late night politics on Spoon. That's why I keep posting the link in the comment section so that the females can join us. I keep seeing so ha faces in the background here. So ha faces now seeing here. So the females, please click on the link and join us. I'm posting the link there again. Just take that link, click on it, put your information, enter studio. I will see you backstage and I'll bring you on. Let me bring the guys in now. I see Sharif is here. I see George is here. I see Raymond is here. I see Jerry. Somebody get Jerry. Someone need what? Self-regulator. Maybe that name needs to be explained further. But let me bring Godwin in as well. Yes, gentlemen, I want to say thanks for joining us tonight, man. I appreciate all of you for making up time to be here despite your busy schedules and all of that. Sharif, let's start with you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Is that my introduction now?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Let me just go around.
Mobile get gray hair. Look at the chat. I sent.
Oh, mobile get gray hair.
I mean, Joe, how your health? I sent message, but you didn't respond.
I know, man.
Oh, man. Look.
Josh, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Look, I'm feeling a little better. I'm drinking a lot of fluids, and hopefully.
Yeah.
Don't forget pepper soup as well too. It's good.
Yeah.
Josh drink one crate of that thing last
man, I didn't Josh again. Jovin Nagy is 6 bottles of Guinness.
Oh my God, it's all good. So guys,
Okay.
Look, thank you for having me, and let's see and have a really wonderful discussion.
Thank you, Josh. Raymond, welcome to the show.
Jerry looks at the Grupo Panama Chief.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
Gentlemen, how are you guys and how was your day?
Yeah,
doing
it's
well.
great.
Doing well. They're going well.
It's always a pleasure to be here and discuss issues pertaining to our people, our nation, with our hopes and aspirations that our nation will be rescued from this tyrant called George Manuel Weah and his bad governance, so our people can enjoy what God has given them, the beautiful land, the resources, and so that they can have a life that they deserve.
Thank you. Jerry, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. Hello, guys. It's a pleasure to join you guys again. Yeah, but man, addressing the GMB now, GMB. I work in GMB, addressing GMB, everything, because he's our next president.
And that's because you're talking GMB every day, so you're looking.
You thinking Liberia, you love Liberia, and you're ready to build Liberia.
And I will collectively join other people.
Yeah, phrases on the main. I big let's move to Godwin. Godwin, welcome to the show.
No. I mean,
Tonella different there, Jerry. Tonella different there.
It was just a chit chat, but I'm not saying. Let me say this: it's a pleasure to join you guys. We are here, to continue to push our candidate. It's a pleasure. Yeah, despite our diversity, we have one Liberia, and let's come with facts. Let's discuss the issues, because we know it's a one-round victory for GMB, and we are here to sharpen the necessary contradiction because we have failed this country, and then we need to rescue the country.
Thank you, Jerry. Let's read there. Godwin, welcome to the show.
Yes, sir, Nelson. Good evening or good morning from your end. Good evening, guys. Good morning. Whatsoever you may be. It's good to be on the show. As usual, I'm here pushing my cartoon and just picking chance being on the show, guys. GMB all the way. Love Liberia, think Liberia, build Liberia. George Weah must go. He is tyrant. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we just like to make the round. I saw a female in here. I hope our sister Justina can join us. Mark Begogwe Parrot, hope you can join us as well. We need females on. Any female, I mean all of the females watching now. We have close to 500 people watching across all platforms. So I mean, you join us. I know there are females watching from other places, from YouTube, from the 3 different platforms on Facebook. So yeah, join us. Let's have the discussion tonight, and I encourage you to share the show as well as you come on. Let's share the show, and let's have a great show here together tonight. Mobile going in the background. I don't know why. The man called his camera off. He wants us to see what he's doing right now. But let's start with you. Okay, Mobile is back. Mobile, welcome. So Mobile, let's you tell us what's on your mind.
Man, I got a lot of things on my mind. But firstly, I will start with, we always discuss the current issues.
Yeah, you have 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, no problem. I will be short. All the time we discuss the one Summit 12. Everybody know in the country that Summit is a big liar. But I don't know how the campaign thing for JMB working, because I believe that we are already in campaign season. What I expect for JMB campaign team to do, to put all the videos, go from community to community, educating our people how to vote right, not to listen to too much lies and other stuff. Because they lie too much. Like Senator lied to the people about map up SSR, lie to the people about, oh my God, it's too much giving money to younger boy who chasing money on the sidewalk, lying about current. All the lies that's going out, it's just parting up. And I guess the opposition preaching and doing Jehovah Witness campaign on those lies so they can educate our people. Because if you're talking about you get current in Ivory Coast, then look at Montreal. Central Montreal is dark. Go Bannersville, right? Go Red Light. Go Broadville. Go Pacacona. All the places are dark. Our people in actual poverty, but he will come up, like boxing, talking all type of negative things, because I can say because that's not a positive stuff, talking all type of things, pushing our people, to make the same mistake, to vote them in power. That is wrong. That is wrong. And I saw a lot of video today that really went in our social that, and a lot of things going on in our country. Our people are suffering. Our people are suffering. They need somebody to rescue them. They need people to come to their aid. They need people who will be there for them, not to build mansions. All the people today, 6 years back, they were not even have, some were rich more than them. They don't even have a kitchen. They don't even have a wheelbarrow. But today, they're driving million-dollar cars. You see their homes. But look at the people who vote them in power. Go to in those community. For example, look at Sony Wayne. All the places.
Thank you.
Government need to stand up, and nobody else can do it better than JMB.
Thank you very much, Sheriff. Let's hear you, Chief. What's on your mind? You have 1 minute, sir.
The expectations from citizens of any of their government is mostly to provide them good governance, security, job, and management of country resources. What this government have done, as we all know, is mismanagement of resources and reducing our people to abject poverty and lack of security and lack of justice for our people, and also massive corruption. And as we all seen today on the show, we saw a few buildings or houses that built by these various government officials, specifically just going to single out Finda Bondo, and She is just a mere chief of staff at the executive mansion. I don't think someone at the executive mansion salary can enable them to have
Chief
such
of protocol.
chief of protocol. Yeah, I don't know that salary for someone in the executive mansion can warrant a person, or maybe can enable a person to carry on such constructions projects around the country. But again, we have a new government that is going to come in, and I hope they will all be put to trial and they will justify where these resources came from. And Joseph Numa Boakai is going to be the one that will lead us to that promised land.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sharif. Josh, let's hear what's on your mind.
Thank you so much. What's on my mind is one of the things is the Spoonco case in the penny election. So what I want to say is, the other day we're talking about what was happening with Spoon, what was happening with the codes, and why it was being delayed and all these things that were delayed tactics. And people were, asking questions. They saying 3 million, 6 million, you know what I mean? And I've been doing my research, and I realized a few things, and that's what really on my mind, because one of the things we need to do here is to educate our people, because when people are not educated, they can make bad decisions most times. So that's what I wanted to talk about, because you see, in civil cases or civil matters, when somebody sue you and they say, I'm suing for damages of $10 million, right? For you to file bond, you can't file anything less than $10 million bond. You know what I mean? Because they know that if you file less bond, you can run away, and the court cannot use the money you left with them to pay, the person who you injure, right? So usually the bond is higher than what the person sued for. And I realized that when I want to check what the brother was suing Spoon for, it was more than what Spoon filed. So that's why if you hear Mr. Waterspoon talking about, the court case, you realize that they have to increase the bond, to revise the bond, to make sure that it meets the threshold. So that's what's on my mind, and I hope that Liberian people can, understand these things, because if we don't understand, like my man Sharif, all these guys here, Raymond, all these guys, they'll get angry, you know what I mean? Because they will think something unjust is happening, because they don't have the information and the knowledge as well. So we're here to share knowledge and share, our research results and everything with each other, because no one here knows all, man. There's a lot of things I don't know, and a lot of things you guys don't know as well. So if you know it, share with us, and we can make Liberia better like that. And vote George Weah. George Weah is the best man for this country. Boakai is in the past. Boakai does not know how to use WhatsApp. Boakai, he lies in court, about not being able to do anything on the internet and stuff like that. So the same Boakai man who testified against Cummings in court on a false pretense, we can have a guy in public office. He's been there for 42 years. We don't have time for him. He belongs in the past. So please, guys, let us vote George Weah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Raymond, the floor is yours.
What's on my mind is Liberia, the situation of our people, the condition of our state, the living standard, how the poor, impoverished people have nothing to do but to battle poverty, something they didn't ask for. They voted George Weah hoping he was going to improve their living condition. But what did they receive? They received someone who overnight bought himself a jet plane. When he plays soccer or football, and it was said that he was worth 80 million, the homes he built, after he became president, and the president said, don't give you a salary that should be equivalent to 80 million, he built vast estate, luxurious building, living in opulence, where our people are suffering, can't have health care, can't even get the first $60 to buy themselves or $70 to buy themselves a cup of rice. Not to even mention a bag of rice. Where schools is about to open and they can't afford school fees. Where friends you knew who could cater to themselves adequately have prospered for life, go forging forward, going to school, acquire education, intelligent people you sat in class with. Today, have to ask you for a little amount of, have to swallow their pride and ask you for a little amount of $20, $50. Because that's their situation they're stuck with. When they voted George Weah for hopes, hoping that, and when he promised hope for change, they got the worst, a nightmare, a disaster. But I'm confident, Liberian people, that if you join the rescue train and vote Joseph Yema Boakai, he already said he's going to put up together a team with the expertise to go after those stolen money. They will retrieve your money. They will run a government that is capable, a transparent government, an accountable government. Realizing that you, the Liberian people, you got the power. Because the Constitution says all power are inherent in the people. They will serve you as your servant, and they will not be your masters or your king, like George Weah professed to be. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jerry, you have 1 minute, sir. What's on your mind?
But everybody spoke for more than 1 minute. Don't do that to me. Listen, I would like to say that what is on my mind, my brother said Joseph Boakai is deceitful, but the person that is a congenital liar is George Weah. George Weah went and carry hospital in Bapolu in the name of trying to help the people, but they are there mining the people resources, hire people, So everything George Weah said is a blatant lie. He deceived the people. He's an ingrate. He's ungrateful. Unlike Joseph Boakai, who have demonstrated serious commitment, in terms of transparently operating and freely, conducting yourself in the public space. So Weah is the one who is a liar, unlike what my brother George said, that Joseph Boakai is dishonest. But let me conclude on this note. Jefferson Koji, was authorized by President Weah to make some reckless comments concerning, Joseph Boakai bringing Russia and all that kind of stuff. The last time I checked, Sheikh Shakar disclosed to the public that in 2017, they got $3 million, to finance their campaign. So Joseph Boakai had no connection. Even the early government, the 12 years, there had been no relationship. The early government, including the Boakai was vice president, there was no relationship between Liberia and Russia. So in this case now, who is more Russian related as compared to Jefferson Koji then? So they are saying EFF is like Gila Malima said, we'll support this. That's so they want to bring the Emmanuel Gongo and EFF that was certificated by the very government. They certificated, if you notice and knew that because EFF was dealing with, Russia, they were not going to give them certificate. But this part, is it because they are supporting Joseph Boakai now? And also, Weah has been a dishonest guy because he has failed this country, and so he sees everybody as an enemy. That's why he called people who are critical of the government, who holding him to what he promised. So if my brother come on this platform, he should be able to tell us all of the promises that we have made. To what extent have he achieved those things? That's why we want to hear. Whether he has ended corruption, whether he has improved the standard of our people. These are the things we want to hear. We don't want to hear cosmetic things because we are here, but we on the ground following everything. Weah is very dishonest. Weah is dishonest.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Jared.
us. Yeah, you can't lecture us about dishonesty. You want to know who this people is? The man who not playing political green here. He said he will promote agriculture sector. You want to go there?
Jared.
So come with honesty.
Thank you. Going, come in.
Yes, thank you, Baba. When you watch the video where Samuel Tuer was lecturing the president and some other CDC top guys, you could see that Samuel Tuer was actually lying, spewing out lies, nothing else but lies. I mean, we are all here in the diaspora and we have families back home. And we all know the electricity situation in Liberia. There are homes in Liberia that are lack of electricity completely. And then Samuel 12 will be telling Liberians and the rest of the world that Liberia is supplying Ivory Coast with electricity. Are you kidding me? These guys are completely jokers and they have no tangibles to show to the Liberian people. They have no message of campaigning that they can convince the masses to give them a second term. So I think all they need to do is to just sit in their Lozura offices or in their Lozura cars and just ride around and forget about campaigning because they have no message to campaign on. They have failed the Liberian people miserably, and there is nothing they can show that they deserve a second term. And my attention is
just 30 seconds.
Nelson, the August term of court has opened. You guys are on the ground. I've not heard. I know you are not working in the court system as relate to the former Chief Justice case. Have you heard anything on the docket of that case? Thank you.
Okay. So far, talking about that case, you are right. The August term of court has opened, but there was this high expectation that since that case is a high-profile case, that would have been one of the cases that will, appear on the docket, right? As soon as the August term of court opens. But yeah, no update on that yet. That's what I can say. Yeah. But thank you very much.
To a point quickly, Nelson. And you see, that's the problem with our systems, right? We build our systems in our mind and in our feelings. There are people who have been in prison longer than the former Chief Justice. If you're going to move a case forward and leave the other people behind because they are not famous, they are Liberians. It has to go, let it go according to how they came in. We cannot jump over everybody and go and see your case because she's more important. No one is more important in front of the law than the other person. That was just my injection. You can go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Can I make an injection?
30 seconds.
30 second injection.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
My people, my Liberian people. This is the injustice. CDC had an agenda, and my brother George had just spilled it out. They are going after Madam Scout because she's a unity partisan. And because she's an astute lawyer and understands election matters. Going into election, they want to have her behind bars without any justice. Without even going into a case based on mere allegation. That she will be behind bars for election to be held so she can add her voice in the court matter. Because these people have something under their sleeve. This is injustice to the highest. That someone will say, because that's not their mother, that's not their grandmother, that's not their relative, she should be in jail because other people should be in jail. What is injustice?
No.
Someone will have been a trial, be in jail. Why should they even concern you?
Logic. You can't make no logic.
The way these people operate,
yes, please. Jerry, let me mute you a bit. All right. Let's do this one after another. All right. When their time comes, your mic will be open. But as much as someone is on the floor, let's just afford that person the opportunity to lend their thoughts so that it doesn't appear like we are forcing on the show. No, this is, an exchange of opinion on national issues. We make our own analysis. We express our own thoughts on those national issues. So let's do it one at a time so as to do justice to our audience as well. So I think the point Josh was making was basically about how the system works, what the process is. And the point Raymond was also making was basically about the system as well, but how politics sometimes infiltrates what the procedure should actually be like, and all of that. So I think you both were making very good points. It's just that you all had your separate directions you were going in, which is allowed. This is democracy. We will not have the same views on issues. I think we have to move forward. And okay, I see we've just been joined by Samuel. Samuel, just go ahead quickly, sir. You're live on the show. Okay, I see Sylvester Johnson here. Mr. Johnson, welcome on the show as well.
Nothing, quick technical difficulty you had experiencing. I sent a message in a private chat. I think there's an issue going on, like the link you're sending is close to a video as opposed to the StreamYard link. I sent it to you through the chat. There's a technical difficulty.
That's true. I found it difficult joining in just now. It took me a long time.
Oh, so the link is actually to a video. Wow.
Yeah, it's Mike Jabater. It's Mike Jabater video.
Now you're right, because I had downloaded that video and I was using this stuff. I copied the link, pasted, so that copy remained, and I thought it was the show link that I was just pasting.
Yeah,
right.
I sent the private chat ever since today, but you didn't see it.
Sorry, I wasn't there. Sorry.
Yeah, it took me a while to find the link.
I see why even the females are not joining, and I kept Sylvester kept asking for the link, and so but
you can repost it back, like.
Yeah. I just did.
Oh,
The one on the stream now is the right one. I just copied that from the system and I'm posting it there now. So no wonder why the females have not joined us. But it's great, man. Thanks for registering that concern, Sharif. So let's go to Samuel to say what's on his mind, and then we move on. Yeah. Go ahead, sir. You have 1 minute to do that. You are muted, so we're not hearing you. Okay, let me unmute you. Okay, yes, you're muted now.
Okay, I want to say hi to you guys, and also thanks to everyone for being on this panel. There are a lot of things on my mind. Number one, I'm kind of thinking about the code results from yesterday or today in Liberia regarding Spoon. So we haven't gotten any information. Maybe Nelson, you can enlighten us on that. And another thing that is really on my mind is the suffering of our Liberian people. Today, George and I, we will really get a fight, because I want to know as to whether George is related to some of the auditors that have been killed in the country, that he's wishing for George Weah to be president again for the second time. I hope he can speak to that. And another thing that also on my mind, the 3 missing boys, that George, if he related to any of those family members, that he says something because they are still grieving. Let's see if justice can come to that, because George is telling the Liberian people that he wants George Weah to go back as president for second term when he couldn't speak to the country. But today he walking into and everything. So let George on this panel today tell us some of those things. Those are things that really bother me, because parents are grieving. They cannot have good sleep, missing their children up to present without justice. So I want to see if Brother George, if that was his family or maybe his relative that those things are happening to, what will he say here? So I just want to leave it as it is for now until we can get through the conversation. That's what bothering me right now.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Johnson, let's hear you. You're welcome to the show. What's on your mind?
Well, good evening to everyone. Good evening to our American people. Good morning to some people, to some part of the world. What's on my mind is peaceful election. It is very clear that this government has failed us. But one good thing that the Liberian people have, they have a lot of alternatives. We have the ANC, we have the UP, we have all of these good candidates, Tewan Gonglo and Dr. Monumba. That's a lot of people. But it's clear that this government has failed us, and we just have to have a peaceful election. Let us go to the ballot box on October 10th, choose whoever we want to lead the country, to give our deserving Liberia that we all wish for. That's what's on my mind. And just before I log in, I heard you guys talking about the Gloria Musu Scott case. The last update I did get on that case was the government was asking for a change of venue because they said that the case is very political, it's highly political. So they're requesting the court to kind of change the venue of the court. But I haven't heard anything after that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's move to you, sir. Mr. Johnson, it's over to you. You are muted. Okay, yes, you okay now?
I already spoke. I was the one.
Everybody
done.
Okay. Oh, sorry. That's what happens when you're doing three things at the same time.
You're multitasking.
But
you're doing a wonderful job. So it's not easy to multitask. Yeah.
I spoke to you, my brother George. Speak to me. Don't.
Joy wants to be all their job first.
Smile a little bit.
Look, guys. Thank you.
Yourself.
I'm not angry because we going to build our view, the lens of George Weah. George Weah is doing an incredible job.
Facebook, you just tie yourself.
You say I did what?
I'm saying like you kind of are like on your WhatsApp, you're on your Facebook, like you're interacting with people at the same time on the show. So it's like tight for you.
Yeah, we gotta move on. Yeah, so guys, let's do this. Today, most of you are aware that the CPP, the Collaborating Political Parties, is I thought we would have seen a representative here from the CPP. But interestingly, no. But I want us to watch this video. The dust is gradually getting settled with respect to the moves that those political parties are about to make. We saw that the CDC did name its campaign chairperson or chairman, Commissioner Eugene Nangwe. He's still commissioner at the Maritime Authority, but he's serving as the campaign chairman, though he's on leave. We also saw same with the Unity Party, and now we're seeing the CPP, the Collaborating Political Party of Mr. Alexander Cummings. But I want us to do this. Now, a lot of people talk about Cummings and 7%, that Mr. Cummings got 7% in the previous elections. And some people even use that to arrive at a conclusion that Mr. Cummings cannot make, he cannot perform well, or he wouldn't perform well come October 10th, based on the fact that he got 7% in the previous election. Now, why this is happening, the issue of crowd contest is one thing in our Liberian politics that all political parties go for. If the CDC had anything to boast of while in opposition, that thing was whenever CDC called for a political rally or a get-together or a protest or whatever, the streets will be locked down. That's something that the CDC has boasted of over the time. But what can we say about the ANC today?
So Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings has arrived on the headquarters of the Collaborating Political Parties. He's the standard bearer of the CPP. Mr. Cummings will announce the official campaign team later on. This is School TV coming to you live from the Collaborating Political Parties headquarters. My name is Aaron Kuban.
So there you have it. There you have it, guys. Mr. Cummings at the CPP headquarters today. You saw the crowd. Can we say now that Mr. Cummings has the crowd. We're going to go to the other aspect of the discussion, but I want us to just take 1 minute each on this aspect. Can we say that Mr. Cummings now has the crowd? Mr. Cummings now can be assured of a 20% instead of the 7% yesterday. Can we say that Mr. Cummings now can be assured of maybe a 25, a 30, or maybe 38% like President George Weah got in 2017 in the first round? What do you have to say? Let's make the round 1 minute each. Let's start with you, Moba.
Yeah, for me, I would say this, right? Cumming, really doing well. Actually, that crowd, I never expected that crowd, today. But you see the turnout, and a lot of people tired with George Weah. A lot of people tired. Look, before Cumming could not put that type of crowd out, but at least that one Cumming put out probably can go to 10 or maybe 20%. You don't know. But this is the we can tell the Liberian people. But
let me interrupt you a bit. Based on that crowd, what could be a prediction for Mr. Cummings based on that crowd?
No, I would say the fact, right? Cumming went banger. You saw the crowd there too. So we can't underestimate Cumming. Cumming is coming strong. Look, people, let me tell you, you know the idea Cumming using right now. Cumming using the Jehovah's Witness ideas. That Jehovah's Witness campaign. That's why Cumming using. Cumming not on social media too much, but guess what? He got young people, he got folks who going from community to community. You go, you open your book to them, you read. Just like, so the messages are resonating in the people. So the people come out. The people come out. We're going to be beat on Cumming. We want Cumming because we know he will try, but he will not reach to that second. We're not beat on him.
No. But you're saying two things, Moba. If you say Cummings is coming strong,
I will give Cumming number 3. I will give Cumming number 3.
So that 7% based on that crowd.
Yes, I will give Cumming number 3. To be fair, I will give Cumming number 3. I will not disregard him. I will give him number 3 because his momentum is building too. You can't underestimate him. And he will come out very strong. So when I say because at the end of the day, we need Cumming will come here and we'll call people to vote for us.
Listen, Moba, 2017 it was 7% based on that crowd. What's the prediction for Mr. Cummings? Just
look,
based
my
on
prediction, right? My prediction would be around maybe 15 to 10% for Cummings this time around. He would not high. Cummings is working. Cummings get people Cummings get the young guys who on the street that I know some of them, right? I interact with them. They say, my man, we're not on Facebook. We're not going out. We're not carrying our thing like we're on Facebook Live. We're going from community to community. Before we interact, we will ask you for your voter card. When you show it to us, we interact, we will preach our message. They began to me, I was like, my man, I started going, to party people. So the message of Cummings is resonating in the people's ear. So it's difficult for George Weah. It's difficult for him. And I like the competition. Actually, I love it.
Thank you very much. Sharif, you watched the video, man, based on that crowd. What can you say about Mr. Cummings, his campaign, and what could be a prediction for him? I mean, yesterday in 2017 it was 7%. Based on what you just saw, what will you predict come October 10th for Mr.
Well, first of all, congratulations to Mr. Cummings and his CPP party today for the announcement. But this is what I'm gonna say. There's one thing I understand. There's one thing I've realized in the Liberian politics, and once you gather young people and you offer them free T-shirts, trust me, they will show up. We saw a bunch of interviews today, and the kids that are there, some of them from different political parties. Some of those videos, my brother George even shared in our group chat. The kids are there. They were promised, "Oh, you come here, we're gonna give you small thing." They will give them free T-shirt. There's one thing that I can tell you. You know, when George Weah won the election back in 2017, you could see people, organic crowd, people paying for their own T-shirts. People paying for their own T-shirt. It's the same thing that's happening right now in this 2023 election. When JMB is going anywhere, you see organic crowd. You don't see them with matching shirts.
So Cummings crowd are not organic crowd.
Huh? No, they're not organic crowd. You provide a free T-shirt. Everyone will wear the same white shirt like football team. Everyone wearing the same T-shirt. That's
what could be your prediction?
I'm gonna get there. When you see JMB,
just try to get there sooner.
Today when JMB went for the the crowd that went for JMB endorsement today at the hall in Pinsville was way more than what was today at Cumming ceremony. And then you could see that it was not dominated by blue t-shirt or anything or green t-shirts. Everyone had a color shirt because people have to pay for t-shirt to wear it. But the moment I saw green shirt, even when CDC movie, see everybody wearing blue shirt, I know like these are not organic crowds. These are people that give this free thing to them that come and attend. At the end, you'll be rewarded with something else. That's what I want to tell you. To conclude.
No, you will conclude. You will conclude. But why would you think? Why would you think that the likes of you see Jalayu Cindy is trying to call in now. They may want to make contribution because he hear Kumi's. But why would you think that when it's JMB, the crowd is organic, but when it's Mr. Kumis, the crowd is not organic. It's makeup.
It's very simple. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's very simple. Look at the dominant color in the crowd. Look at the dominant color in the crowd. When you see CDC crowd, do you see more than 2% in that crowd wearing any other color without CDC emblem t-shirts? No. Today, same thing again. Maybe you could see maybe just the officials, party officials not wearing white, but almost every single person you saw in that place, they were all wearing the same white t-shirt that was given to them. And there was interview that happened, your colleagues, they interview outside. And some of these kids, oh, man, we don't know who came here for. They posted they're going to give us small thing. And they give us a t-shirt and we just came in. Me, I supporting Joey.
So you think there's a 3 million crowd there? You think?
No, it doesn't 3 million. Come on now. I can't be moved by that. And to give a percentage, to it, this man will get less than 7% this election.
Sure. If I'm
now, be honest.
Sure. If I'm asked, right? Do you have that video that they were interviewing people that said
it's in our group?
They supporting different party, but because they were given t-shirt and promised money, so that the reason why
George Sherry is in our group. George Sherry is in the group. I'll forward it to Ness right now.
Thank you very much, Sherry. Thank you. We're gonna go to George.
Yeah, it's in the group. He's right. Sherry's right. Sherry is right. It's in the group, bro. It's in the group. Sherry is right. It's in the group.
Okay, so we're gonna do that, but let's take Cindy. Cindy is the lone CPP representative on the show. The guy is traveling today, so he couldn't make it up here. But let's talk to him briefly. Cindy, you're live on the show, the late night show.
Nelson, clear.
You are clear. Everyone is hearing you.
Yeah, I'm going to speak to everyone except for Sharif. I don't know where Sharif is coming up with that his crowd thing, and the CPP crowd is only for t-shirts crowd. Look, and you asked a really good question to Sharif, right? Sharif, can we say the same thing about JMB crowd? Because most of the folks we are seeing around JMB or the Unity Party around this time are children. Most of them are young people, right? So can we say the same thing? But I don't want to go on the offensive side tonight.
Don't go offensive. Go ahead.
What we saw today in Liberia tells people like Sharif and others that are still in doubt that Mr. Comey is the powerful politician in Liberia. The players were not expected to even have up to 200 folks today. That's what the people thought. But we saw the crowd. For me, I'm not a crowd politician.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the people that will vote Mr. Cummings, most of them will not come out. Most of them will not come out. But still, what we saw today, tell the Liberian people that Alexander Comey is the powerful politician in Liberia. He's a guy that you cannot underestimate. And Mamba said that very, very clearly. Mamba is right. Mr. Cummings is pushing numbers. Mr. Cummings is ideas.
So there we go. There we go. There we go. Let me come in shortly. You are on record on the Zero program, Cindy, for saying that the politics, the campaign, and everything is not about the crowd. You ANC people have always downplayed this issue about crowd politics, and now you got a small number. You got some numbers today, let me say, and then now you're trying to hype this issue of crowd politics.
We
How
are
do you
not,
respond to that?
ANC is, I mean, the ANC folks are not downplaying. That the word downplay, let us get it out. What we are saying is that our voters, most of our voters that we believe will vote for Mr. Cummings, are not people that will come out there. We are doing a Jehovah Witness style campaign. We go from door to door and talking to the people. So those that are coming out, we are not playing them. We know the power of the people. But we are simply saying that our type of campaign may not bring people out, but that does not mean the people will not vote for us. That's what we are saying.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy.
I will keep listening, and if Sherry, you come back again with that kind of thing, I will come back. Thank you.
You better
You are threatening Sherry? Be that way.
Well, let's go to Josh. Josh, you watch this video, and maybe I should play this video again. Maybe I should play this video again.
I watched it.
No, let me do it again for our people who just joined us.
So Mr. Alexander Benedict Cummings has arrived on the headquarters of the collaborating political parties. He's the center bearer of the CPP. Mr. Cummings.
Have it, man. There you have it, Josh. Mr. Cummings, CPP headquarters. The mayor who got 7%. Now, you saw the video. What's your take on that? And maybe you can end up with your prediction for just 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think I just want to go to a little bit of background. Look, Mr. Cummings is going to get more votes than he got last election. He might even go and surprise people and reach maybe 20 to 25%. I think Mr. Cummings has done a lot of work. Yes. Guess what? You know why the CPP is not together any longer on the opposition? It's because of Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings was infiltrating the CPP, doing his Jehovah Witness style of campaigning amongst the CPP
executive.
Executive. And Boakai and his group felt that they realized if we keep the man here, he will win the election for the CPP and he will be the center bearer. So what we'll do, we're accusing him of some dubious, heinous crime so that we can get rid of him. That's what they did. They managed to formulate that lie because they knew that he would have won any primary that they would have had. That's why they got rid of him. And just to backtrack, and I know that he's going to get 25% or more in this election. And that's why it's getting more and more very tedious to think that somebody will win first round. Even though we still have
let's be fair. Let's do something here. You are here. You are the CDC representative on the platform here, and you said over and over and again that your CDC is going to win this election face down or whatever. If you're saying that Mr. Cummings is going to get, you said 20 or 25, right?
Yes.
20. Okay, let's take the highest. Let's take 25. If Mr. Cummings is going to get 25, then you tell me what is it that your CDC will get before you talk about Unity Party, then you go to Councillor Gonglo, and then you go to the other political parties.
Look, and Nelson, you're right with that question. I think it's a really good question. However, when you take 25% out of 100, you got 75% left. 75%, you got 50 plus 1, 50% plus 1 to win. You know what I mean? So there's still, if you even take that 50% plus 1, you still have another almost 25%. You know what I mean? The 25% can be divided among the people. Don't forget the improvements.
George, let's be real here, man. Let's be real. Okay, so we're going to, since you want to bring the calculation now, we'll go to the rest of the guys shortly. But let's assume Mr. Cummings gets the 25 we talked about. We're talking about 100% here. Mr. Cummings gets 25. You say your CDC will win 1 round. So let's take 51. Let's take 51. So you take the 51 from, you can add the 51 to the right is 76, right?
Not 51. 50% plus 1.
Yeah. Okay, let's take 51. Let's take so you don't believe that your CDC will get 51.
No, Nelson. What I'm going to get straight is
let's take 75. Let's agree.
Okay, so let's take 75. Are you saying that then we'll be left with 25 for Unity Party and all the other political
party?
Are you saying here that of Mr. Cummings is going to perform or get more votes than the Green Party come October. Is that what you're saying to us, George?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
You voted,
Because
George?
Mr. Cummings had traveled that country.
Let's mute, guys. Let's mute. Yeah, George, go ahead.
Mr. Cummings has traveled that country more than any other political leader. Not even George, we have traveled the country the way Mr. Cummings traveled that country. This Timon Gongora just started. Mr. Cummings started campaigning since he lost the elections. He's been going everywhere. And I'm hoping that will pay out. And guess what? You know why it's going to pay out? Because that's the same reason why they kicked him out of the CPP. Or they left the CPP to say. Because they knew that he was getting popular and he was going to override that popularity. He was going to do. And before I finish my,
let me ask you one
1 minute. Let me answer to my brother here, Samuel. Samuel, in 2015, Michael Allison was killed. He was killed while being a whistleblower in our national oil company case, right? I was going to court, right? And he was killed on the beach, and we did not know what killed him. We did not know up to this day. The investigation went on, and nobody realized, nobody understood. There was no finding for any foul play. There's people suspected foul play, but no one ever know what exactly who killed him, even though he was a whistleblower. Let me finish.
Yeah.
Joseph Boakai was the vice president at the time. He did not say a word when Allison was killed while being a whistleblower. He was killed in that country, and no one up to this day we don't know. So don't come and tell me about. Guess what? And the president's son, Ellen Johnson son, was the head of NACO. You know that, right? And this Nokal. Sorry. So don't come here and lecture me about TD Missing Boys.
So my question to
our citizens died, when our brothers and sisters died. But we cannot make it political.
Josh, thank you very much. Let's hold you there, George. Let's hold you there. Now the point is, thank you, Josh. Josh, let's respect our time, man. You respect our time.
One second. George will not come here and say something that we were not able to check him and make correction. We got a lot of people watching us. When George come here and says something, we got to put him in check. And you understand? We got to put in check. We want people, watching and think that what he's saying is true. But behold, it's based on.
Okay, go ahead. Bring him to check. What is the issue, Mova?
Now, George, what I'm trying to say is that George talking about the whistleblower that got killed according to him, doing Eddie Johnson term. So because it happened during Eddie Johnson term, listen to me. Listen to me. Don't.
The man is not talking. You are the only person we hear.
Okay. Go ahead. So because it happened during Eddie Johnson term, so it should happen during George. It might happen, and George. It's not even one. It's I think about full auditor. Now you talking about. You said there was no autopsy done. There were autopsies that were done on that body. And there was investigation that went on, and the people came to a closure. But all the auditors that passed away during George Weah regime, there was no closure. There was no autopsy that were published, and everything went under the carpet.
Thank you very much.
Stop
lying. Stop lying.
I got a question. Every death was a question for George.
No, let me say this.
I got a question for George.
Let's unmute.
Got a question for George.
You have a question for Josh?
Yeah, sir.
But it seems like Josh is the guest. Tonight.
So let's make the rounds. During your time,
you also put the same person.
You would use your time to ask.
No, you're not a guest. You're not a guest.
You would use your time to ask a question, Samuel. But let me say this. Please, let's respect the rules we have on the show. When it's not your time, please just have your microphone muted so as to avoid interruption. And again, let me say this: we want the females to join us. I'm posting the link in the comment section again. If you're a female, you're watching the show, click on that link and join us tonight. Let me say a hats up to my colleague Byron Brown. Byron Brown is following the show closely. Thanks for following Chairman Byron Brown. Okay, so let's go to you, Raymond. You watched the video.
So first, I would like to urge the panelists to stick on topic. The question asked, let's answer it, and let us not drift from the topic, because if we do so, we might just go off track. Now we want to discuss whistleblowers and the other issues. But to the question on the discussion,
yeah,
I watched the videos. I watched the video, and I can tell you clearly that the crowd did not amount to 10,000 persons. And 10,000 persons will not amount to 1%. So if you're going to use that crowd as an indicator, I don't understand what you're talking. 2017, I saw the crowd at Kwame Pool when he launched his campaign was far bigger than that. So if we're going to use the crowd for 2017 when Kwame Pool launched his campaign, I saw it was far bigger. So the argument is that Cummings supporters don't come out, but all the other political parties supporters come out. Which kind of Liberians support Cummings and which kind of Liberians support the other political parties? I can understand when seditionists say that Cummings will pull out 25%. It was in their best interest for the CPP to fall apart. In fact, they instituted that entire stuff. They had agents splinter in the CPP and going to various politicians with different messaging. The likes of Ure, the likes of Belete. And that's how the CPP fell apart. Belete was there causing chaos in the Liberty Party, while Ure was causing chaos in the Boaka camp. And we can see today where it is. Their strategy is divide and rule. So it's in their best interest. But let's be factual. We can't use one indicator to tell the strength of a political party. You got to be able to see the crowds, those who show up in their numbers. You got to be able to listen to the various political shows, pools, and the likes. And you got to be able to see even a reflection on this panel. How many persons voluntarily will show up and support JMB versus other candidates? This is a clear indicator. But if you would deny all of these and want to see another magic one to indicate how the election is going to turn out, these are the indicators for all elections around the world. How people show up voluntarily. None of us here is being supported by any political party. It's our individual opinion that we are voicing out here, including my brother George.
Yeah, so in terms of the percentage, what would be a prediction for Mr. Cummings based on what you just saw?
I'm afraid Cummings took the longest to launch his campaign because he needed to mobilize the crowd. And he couldn't pull up to 10,000 persons. I'm afraid he might not achieve the 10%. But if he does achieve the 10%, I give him credit. If he goes to 7%, I give him credit. If he goes to 10%, he done well. 2013 elections, I was around the country doing roles. I was in villages, and I would see Una Cummings reflector jacket that the guys wore. Okay. And there's Land Cruiser Jeeps in those villages campaigning. Places that other people, but when the election results came, people who I didn't see campaigning in the villages won. Cummings are hard to sell candidate. Let's be honest.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I hold nothing against him. I wish Cummings is more popular than George Weah in Liberia, but that's just wishful thinking. And I wish Cummings were more popular or have more support than George Weah. I wish it was Cummings and Joseph Boakai, because any of them win, I think it's going to be a better Liberia. I wish it was Joseph Boakai and Gonglo. I wish George Weah was in the picture, because I believe any of them could be a better president than George Weah.
Thank you. So Raymond is predicting that Mr. Cummings is going to get the highest of 10% of the vote.
The highest would be 10%, but I'm afraid he's not even going to achieve the 7%.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But if he does achieve 10%, then I mean, he done excellent. I would call it an excellent performance. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Let's hear you, Jerry. You watched the video. We'd like to hear your own take, your own analysis on this, man. Mr. Cummings named his campaign team today. You saw the crowd. You saw the people that turned out for Mr. Cummings today. What do you make of that crowd? And what could be your prediction for Mr. Cummings come October 10th, based on what you just saw today?
I got a brother who drive for Cummings. I will not call his name for protection. But they bribe people, they cook food in community, they do all kinds of stuff, so people came there. I know it for a fact. They want me to publish audio about that stuff. The only thing, I don't want the guy name to be exposed, that's all, because he and I, we had a conversation, and then I was able to
but you bring the main conversation, yeah. So something that way when you slip down.
It will not lead. You never know. The issue is I'm just telling you that's something they organize. You know, then if I hear my brother George trying to give 25% to Cummins, it means he's telling us technically that we have failed miserably. So thank you for endorsing Joseph Boakai. Because Cummins cannot even get 7%. Gonglo might tap Gonglo. Tiawan Gonglo might tap Alexander Cummins. So today it was just out of maybe he already registered. That's why you saw him coming to say he need me stuff and this, that. But look, let me tell you, Cummins is downhearted. Cummins is downhearted purely because everything he expected, he was won by. Man, I said, he said, "Mama, don't spend your money because the thing I seen years old. It let out one ballot team, the first ballot. The first ballot, they won't run and let it will beat the ball by way because everywhere you pass. But look at the composition of our team. It is extremely like a reflective of our geopolitics. Everywhere you go, look at our team. That's the best team we have. People are, bringing and printing their own T-shirt, committing to the process. You can't say you talk about Alexander Cummins. Look, let me tell you, I'm not God. But the way Alexander Cummins, the opportunity slipped from your hand. You know why you love so much you have in your hand when you let it slip there? You. Propose sand. I say Alexander Cummins got to put in your hand. And I just ordinary sand, rough sand. And I hear alone get rough sand.
Jerry, let's move to your prediction. Let's move to your prediction. Let's move to your prediction.
All of them on the first ballot.
Let's move to your prediction. What's the percentage you think Mr. Cummins is going to get based on this crowd?
Maybe 5%, because Gonglo is in a throat. I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. If there was no Joseph Boakai contesting for any election, I would have voted for Gonglo. I'm honest with that. And I love people. All of them, they are not perfect. But Gonglo is one person who has, set himself aside. But Joseph Boakai is the best because he has demonstrated true leadership.
Thank you.
And I know he can transform our country so that Liberia can rise again. We'll get development with growth. We'll not get development without growth. I can assure you that.
5%.
Everything is better in arrest.
Jerry, man. Jerry, why would you give Mr. Cummins 5%, Jerry? Jerry, the man participated in 2017. The man went in the towns and villages. You just heard Raymond say if you went to the remote parts of the country in 2017, you will see Cummins jackets, his billboards, and all this. Then you gave the man 5% in this modern 2023.
Nelson, just 30 seconds. Look, let me tell you, Alexander Cummins, for me, I don't have anything bad about him, and some, I don't look for me. If I on war front, I don't look for witchcraft. Alexander Cummins, the Liberian people form a ticket. They say, Alex Cummins, you are a good man. We see you to be serious. Go with our papier. Their papier will be regretting what we never elected him in 2017. But since Cummins lost that stuff, follow the opinion polls in the country. Thank God. Thank the CEO.
Why young gay? Since you say the Liberian people form ticket, why they didn't give Mr. Cummins the presidential position on the ticket? So the man only for 5%.
Listen. The issue is because Nathaniel Mageo and George Rana were using Musa Berete. That's why Cummins fell into it. And Madam President, now that he's supporting Joseph Boakai, according to what I know,
Thank you.
Using Cummins, and Cummins is a victim of everything that happened.
Let's move to Samuel.
Nelson, can I ask you a question?
Oh, you want to ask me a question?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So you prefer for someone who are vice president in company to can't be president for country without being vice president for country? Company, which one higher?
Not for me to say. It's up to the Liberian people. I don't support any political party. That's what you Samuel. Let's be
Thank you,
Raymond. Samuel, go ahead. Samuel, let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, Nelson, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. One thing I want us to know is that don't forget about the CPP to be the same collaboration with CDC, because it was the same wicked Helen Johnson Sirleaf that got the guys combining in a secret way behind closed door. So I want us to look at some things also that the CPP is doing. They pay people to go to their rally or meetings. There are a lot of video training right now on social media. There are some guys that are saying, oh, they told them to go, they're going to distribute some money to them. But when they went there, they didn't see anything fruitful. They're going to vote George Weah, they're going to vote another person. So I want us to look, Comey made a lot of mistakes. He made a lot of mistakes.
So
And
Samuel, let me hold you there a bit, Samuel. You support Ambassador Boakai, right? You're a JMB supporter, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Unity Party has a rally, a gathering, or whatever. People go there in that number. No one talks about paid crowd, somebody pay somebody $20, $30 to go there. But when it's Mr. Cummings, or in the case of Mr. Cummings, now you're saying the people were paid. That's why they turn up.
Because there's there are so many videos. There are so many videos. How they want. I watch those videos.
Listen, let's get it right. Let's get it right. You got a video where people were saying Mr. Cummings or the organizers called them to go to that rally so they can give them money. You have a video on that. You can forward it to me. Maybe I can download it and then upload it to the system.
I think he just did, right? Sherry just did, if I'm not mistaken.
Sherry, the video you sent me, is it about people receiving money to attend Mr. Cummings' rally or naming ceremony? Sherry, not hearing me.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, I'll look at the video. Okay, now I have it. There are
some guys saying they are seditious. They are seditious who are paid to go there wearing the t-shirt of Cummings. They are all on social media. So I want us to be very. Cummings made a lot of mistakes, Nelson. And the mistakes that he made is haunting him now. Because if this man was just going to be in line with Joseph Yuma Boakai, today we're going far. We're going far. So it's haunting him. It's haunting him. Seriously, it's haunting him. You know, everything is.
From what you've seen today, what's the percentage you think he's going to get?
I even looking at Cummings to even come more than CDC. I'm looking at Cummings coming around like 7% more than CDC. CDC might even get 5% because we have Tiawan Gonglo. I love that man as well. Tiawan Gonglo, I'm looking at him carrying huge number as well.
Okay.
I'm looking at you. So CDC might not even go 5%. CDC might not even go 5%. Cummings might even carry 7%.
Thank you. Let's move to
because
you.
Nelson, there are disenchanted sedition that will go to Cummings just be on the record.
Okay. Thank you, Samuel. Thanks a lot. Let's move to you, Johnson. Mr. Johnson, you watched the video. What do you make of this? And what could be your prediction based on what you've seen for Mr. Cummings come October 10th? Well, is Mr. Cummings making progress? Is he making progress?
Well, Mr. Cummings making progress is relative. Okay. Now, he named his team today, but it's the same team that he named a couple of months ago. When you remember he named his team, Cummings tag team. It's the same old guys, and he said each county here will choose their own, whatever it is. Okay, that's okay. That's how they want to do their party. But again, let's look at this crowd issue, okay? If crowd could win elections, CDC will always be in power, okay? So this crowd thing should not be something that you should use as a yardstick to determine whether you are in the lead or whatever it is. there will be people who will come there who are genuine. There will be people who will come there who will come there for what they have been given or what they have been promised. Okay, like evidenced by what Sheriff said about guys arguing that they did not get what they had to get, you know, and stuff like that. Okay, now going back to Josh prediction that Cummings will get 25% of the vote. That is not realistic for one political party as Cummings to get 25% of the vote. If you're talking about 25%, what is our population? Do the math. 25% of our population. You're talking about approximately 125,000 votes. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, so if he pull that, he must really work the magic. Now, Cummings will go a little bit over 7% this time. Why? But there are few indicators. Like he has Charlie Bronsky, right, in Grand Bassa. Then he has the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Besonga Fine, right? So he will pull some votes out of Grand Bassa that will add on to him. Then he has Musa Bedete. With the level of work that Musa Bedete has done in Nimba, he will pull a little bit of votes for Cummings in Nimba. Then come to Banga, he will go a little bit over 7% this time. Okay, but the crowd that we saw over there today should not be what we should use as an indicator to say, oh, Cummings has pulled the crowd, he's going to tap, he's going to go 12 or 20%, 25%. No, crowd politics has let a lot of people down. You know, if that was the case, look at DeLong. The long time where Thomas Fala, okay, who knew when those guys filled that stadium? We look at a crowd, be like, wow, but at the end of the day, what happened? The result tell. So all of these political parties just have to keep pushing and preaching their messages. You know, whatever style they want to use, no one party can dictate the other party what style to use. Whatever you feel works for you, but there's a lot of work to be done.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. But you were not really specific, if I'm correct, with respect to the percentage that Mr. Cummings is going to get. You said a little over 7%.
Yeah, he will get let's say roughly, I would say like
20.
Yeah, I would say like, let's say 10%.
10%.
Yeah.
So you mean they may work for 6 years, just for 3%?
3%.
My man.
6 years.
6 years.
3%.
6 years, 3%. Wait, you know, ask me and say why you say 10%.
I'll ask you. I'm about to ask you that question because I know you already have the answer to it. But let's do something. The mayor was introduced in 2013 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. From 2013 to 17, 13 to 14 to 15 to 16 to 17. Forget me, I'm not going. It's 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Work for 4 years. Work for 4 years. Got 7%. Work for 6 years, and you're saying you'll get 3%. Is that progress? Or
No. I mean 3 plus 7. That's 10%. I said 10%, right?
No, but I'm just splitting.
No, the man splitting the 3%.
Oh, okay, yeah, you get 3%, yeah.
So he worked the whole 6 years for 3%.
3%.
Yes. Ask me why. Okay. The reason is this. You see something, Sometimes decisions that we make as leaders can affect us either positively or negatively. Coming king in the race, it's a clean hand. They didn't take part in the war. He's not corrupt. He's a new kid on the block, and what have you. Criticize all the other parties of doing business with people who have been alleged. I use the word alleged again, okay? But then you come back again and start naming people who have been alleged of being corrupt, who got some thing in their character. It just shows that, you know, dude, it's just the same old business as usual. So that's really gonna hurt him some kind of way.
Thank you. Let me play the video that was sent to me by Sharif. And this video is very important. It's important that everybody watch this video. It's very important.
So, gentlemen, how was the program?
Our program free. Our program set.
You're carrying the paper coming, yeah?
Why not carry coming for about my paper? We are. I just go make coming free. Have a small. So just go make sell it far.
But you're not carrying how you go to the program yourself.
Oh, to just to just carry a group there. For me to just go drama thing and move on there. Oh.
You draw small thing.
What is nothing? We go be all free. No food. Just lying. The food there. Nothing there.
Yeah, millionaire can make that.
What?
Oh,
yeah. Story. The child don't go. The man drama.
So who you carrying?
I carry we are. I can do we are. About you we are. One carry come in my our boss. They share say I want to get stuff. They making me stress. I don't know that. I don't want to come there always there.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
That's the influence of George Weah. That's the influence of George Weah.
The guy got me laughing because.
But look, let me tell you something, Nelson. Now they cut you off, eh?
You cutting me off.
Oh, yeah, you already cut me off, but yeah, go ahead.
Let me tell you, an insider of this George Weah government told me that at least in a second term, in a second run-up, Cummings will be voting for us. So I'll say, you sure? You say, oh, for that thing that Cummings will vote for us in the second round.
Who told you? Who told you that?
I don't hear to disclose my vote.
No, you already said it. You already said it.
I know you have to disclose my source so you can go kill you. So you can go kill you.
No, not to anybody. Not to anybody.
So you can go back and do it now.
So, gentlemen, how was the program?
So, George, when you got it?
Our program set.
You're carrying the paper coming, yeah?
Why not carry coming for about my paper? We are. I just go make coming free. Have a small. So just go make sell it far.
How you go to the program yourself?
Oh, to just carry a group there. For me to just go drama thing and move on there. Oh.
You draw small thing.
What is nothing? We go be all free. No food. Just lying. The food there. Nothing there.
Yeah, millionaire can make that.
Oh, yeah. Story. The child don't go. The man drama.
So who you carrying?
I carry we are. I can do we are. About you we are. One carry come in my our boss. They share say I want to get stuff. They making me stress. I don't know that. I don't want to come there always there.
Wow.
So George, tell us the source of the video.
So
George, where you got that video from?
Let me say something quickly.
In a group chat.
Where George got it from to put it in the group chat.
Just for the record, gentlemen, that video was not sent to me by Josh. It was JMB May on the show. Sharif was the one who sent that video to me.
But Sharif got it from Josh. Sharif got it from Josh. So George, where you got that video from?
Okay. Yeah, someone sent it to me. So,
yeah, I got it from George.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
George,
I'm tracking the source. I'm tracking the source.
Let's do this one at a time.
All right,
yeah, let's do this one at a time.
Okay, let me say
I can confirm.
Uh-huh.
I can confirm. Yeah, just before you come in, George, I can confirm that where that interview was conducted is at the CPP party's headquarters. Right before the CPP party's headquarters, that's where the interview was conducted. That's one thing I can confirm.
Thank you.
So
thank you for that clarity.
Yeah.
You want to discuss about that?
Let me get to something quickly. Look, guys.
Yeah, but as I watched this video, George, just before you come in, a lot of things running through my mind, and maybe we should do 1 minute across on this here. The first thing is, I see the lack of sincerity on the part of voters, electors, people who are supposed to be going to make decisions. I see the lack of sincerity on the part of the young people in this country. Why will you go to a particular political party, you go to the main rally, you say you go add a number up, when you know you're not voting for that person? And these are things that even the young people will have to desist from, because you're contributing to the problem. You will give Mr. Cummings that first impression, you're making to think that he has the number, whereas in reality, that audio number, the number that audio, you can see it. So that's one aspect. The second thing is this whole issue about people giving money to people for them to go to political parties and rallies. For me, I think there are two sides to it. The first thing is Himole. You can call somebody from their house. You call that man to come and march in the street whole day from in the morning to evening. Then you get that person cold water set, water to drink. You not give it to them. But on the other hand, somebody may see it as a way of maybe trying to induce the people so that they can come out, you know, and then you get their number. But then the politician who does that, you're also deceiving yourself. But I was very amazed at the way the guy ended the video, taking off the shirt, and then he didn't get him money. So that was a breach of contract. So the man already performed a part of it. But let's do one round of it. What do you guys make of political parties giving money to people to go and attend their rallies and all of those things?
Yeah, let me come in, right? You see, when it comes to liberal politics, we all understand a lot of the folks, they don't have job, number one. They ain't doing nothing. So if somebody come to them and be like, okay, you know what? We're having our political rally. We need you. We'll give you this. We'll give you. First of all, you don't buy your own share. You make your own share. They give you free share. The moment last year, they put one person in front of you, like a group, telling you that, you know what? So group, when you come, will get a certain amount of money. Look, let me tell you, if I can remember the only political party at that time I was living single, right? I walked from single to SKD. You know that who? Our mother Angel said it 2011. They gave me money, they gave me share. I did it with my own heart. And end of the day, I voted her for the second term. Now, if you think you love the person, right? What the person will come to you and tell you, say, give me money before I come to your rally. I will come there free. I will come there because I love the party, number one, and I know and I believe in our presidential candidate. But the reason behind all this is poverty, ignorance, lack of I would say voting, understanding, like everything. It just include in one.
Thank you.
So based on that, our people need to be taught how to vote, and like when it comes to who they pick, because the mistake they keep making that mistake every day. They keep making the same mistake.
Thank you, Moba. Quickly over to you, Sherry.
Yeah.
Just 1 minute. What's your take on this?
You know, this has been going on in Liberia for quite a long time. So this is what happened when you have a group of citizens that are vulnerable due to government failure. This is what happened. But that's what I mentioned first. I said organic crowd, because if you add an incentive to something, you ask someone, come to this party, bring your money, let them come. We'll get a free t-shirt. When you come, we'll get a small thing. We'll get a small thing to go home. What's gonna happen? That one person you give that t-shirt to, and say, come in, you bring 10%, I give you 10 t-shirts, you come, will give you $5 or something. You promise them with something. That's an incentive. You're giving them incentive for something. As a result, that person will go and bring more people to join. We used to do this when in high school back in Liberia. People will come to us that, oh man, we're going to do a demonstration to the mansion or something. After we'll get this amount, someone will call class, we just go there. Or sometimes like you just get permission to go there because we're in student body politics at that time. We'll just get some sort of like bogus excuses and just to go there to fill out a number, because we know at the end of the day they can look at 10 of us and give us $10 US as a transportation. We just share among ourselves. That age-old party is still happening today in Liberia. So this is what I was saying, organic crowd. But with JMB, you go in there, it's already notable that there's no money going to be provided. We don't have money. So you see people going there for the love, not for something. And the news just broke this city that and the news just broke 2 days ago that Kwame campaign team was rewarded, I think, $3 million. That news has echoed around.
So wait, Sharif. In this kind of time and age, you think people should be leaving their house and go spend their whole time in the kind of poverty-stricken Liberia? They spend the whole day in the street and then get water set to drink?
Exactly. That's what happened. So you go for most vulnerable people. So look at our boys over there. not to be disrespectful, but do you think that boy is working? Or those boys are working? No, they are not. Those are vulnerable youth in a society. These are vulnerable youth. So if you call these guys coming, they will join you. Of course, they will join you.
Thank you very
much. Most people that will color shirt, regular shirt like this, they don't have no JMB shirt because they don't have money to even print it. They go in there for the love.
Thank you very much, Josh. It's over to you. Let's hear from you. What do you make of political parties giving money to people to get out there, to attend their rallies and all of those things?
Look, I don't have a problem with that. I think people attend political rallies for two reasons. Maybe to my understanding, two reasons. One reason is either to see the political leader, you know what I mean? The other one is to benefit, whether the food being prepared, or shirts being given out, you know what I mean? People go there for those things. But here's the catch, right? If you go to a political rally and you hear something that draws you to that person, your mind can be changed. And that's where it is risky to attend a church that one of our colleagues said, and when you are not ready to be part of that church, sometimes you are taken off your feet, you are swept off your feet. So low, I will campaign by giving people incentives to go to a rally, and sometimes those people that you take there, if you take maybe 20% there, 2% might get hooked, either by meeting people that they know, or just being drawn by the message that has been preached by the political leader on that day. So I think it is a good thing. It is not a bad thing to me. Incentives are everywhere. You go to work, incentives, you know what I mean? If you even you migrate to America, the visa fee that you pay is an incentive to the government. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much, Remo. 1 minute, sir. What do you make?
Well, I think we should not encourage inducement for vote in Liberia. It's called pay for play, and that's what the U.S. use. And that's what the U.S. used to even indict a few persons in Liberia. I remember 2017, I worked at the Ministry of Public Works. And I decided clearly, because I was between Cummings and Boakai. But after the first debate, presidential debate, I contributed to the civil servants at the Ministry of Public Works who raised money for the Boakai campaign team. So when I went there with my entire person. Few persons had tried to canvass to me, but it never came with any inducement. So when I made up my mind, it was me going. And I even went with my resources. And we even printed T-shirts for other people when the lunch was about to take place. The JMB or the Boakai team 2017 never had enough money to even print T-shirts. Currently, the same is going on, where partisans are encouraged, if you bring your white T-shirt, we can print on it. CDC did the same. And we can tell, and that's why I tell people up to now, I would still give CDC with order the bar performance 20 to 25%, because they got people who got natural love for George Weah. Like you heard a young man before. Even now.
Thank you.
He said, where I will leave my papa. For him, he don't care what George Weah gave him. It's his love for him. So let's discourage this inducement in politics. That's the same way people will lie to people with false promises. Most times they don't even fulfill the promise. But let not blame Cummings for this. Let's blame the people that Cummings send in the community. Because they too get incentives for going to campaign. They want to bring the numbers to prove to Cummings that they got the numbers. So they lie. When the guys went, they never got the number. Look, I got a personal friend, 2017, who tried to recruit me for the Cummings team. She built a house after campaign. And we heard Cummings complain of the mismanagement of his funds after campaign.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. Jerry, it's over to you. But have we ever asked ourselves what the job of the mobilizers for those different political parties are? What are their functions? What are they there for? When we say mobilizers, what do they do? But anyway, Josh, that's another discussion for another day. Josh, go ahead. You have 1 minute, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
You come in two separate tunes.
You almost called trouble here, Nelson. You said George. It should be Jerry.
Oh, sorry, Jerry. Yeah, Jerry. Sorry.
Exactly. But you know, Jerry takes space. Jerry can let that thing papa him.
So the issue is the only political party where you find out that they don't give people money is the Unity Party. We got video here. If George Dowdy, I can pull a video out where the people are fighting for both food and money. And the way they distributing money. Yes. The ANC can do the same thing. Una Unity Party. Look, the issue is, I'm not surprised that my brother will say the idea of giving people money to come for political rally. Bro, when people are convicted or committed to a process, you don't need to give them money. So, look, DeLon did not rent buses in 2020, and 2020 as you call it. He didn't rent anything. People just walk out of their community and walk all across Monrovia concomitantly. Let me say Maserado. So giving people money, and for me, like people running, like DeLon was telling people, if you like the way the country going, vote for Polita. For me, I said no to Polita. Polita is my cousin. She's my distant cousin. But I said for me, I like Liberian people more than family shape. So the issue of bribing people, it means that you lack the popularity or you have nothing. But JMB, they need to walk and stay on the road. The whole place will black. Police will come and have to dress people around. So the idea of giving people money, like what Alexander Cummings, the CDC, and other parties are involved with, it's something that like you can get TV to your house, but you're telling everybody that I get TV to my house. Who you fooling?
Thank you.
You get the people that you want to bring there.
Thank you very much, Jerry.
On the 10th of October, one round victory. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Samuel, it's over to you, sir.
Yeah, Brother Nelson, thank you again. You know, I'm not surprised to hear Brother George making that kind of a statement, because I told you guys the CPP is no different from the CDC. You know, there's another video that is on social media. I think those girls are sitting on Yeke Koloba's lap, saying that where the CDC fools them to go, they will give them money, they dare to eat that money, they will just wear the t-shirt and go and they lap out and put it down. All these are things that it just don't show anything they call integrity. If I can recall, the rally that they had on SKD, there were a lot of fight regarding that rally, the CDC. There were a lot. So if you that video that you played, I stand to be corrected. If you listen to the guy, he said the same thing that the CDC put again, we should get it. But now we can't hear, they come in, we can't hear, we get nothing. But Nelson, you just said it right. Sincerity. Sincerity. You know, but all this will happen because of poverty. People are not sincere again. They just after the money. And because the CDC and the CPP can give money to these guys and they hear it, like what our brother said, I'm going to say 30,000 or 300,000 came for the CPP. When people hear those kind of a thing and the country is bleeding because of poverty, what do you expect? They will come to them, persuade them. But the Unity Party is not like that, because the standard bearer stands for integrity. That's why you see people, they are going out willingly. Just how we went out for Darius DeLon, we persuaded people, we talked to people, we told them what it's like. You are happy? Go again. So it just baffled people to see Brother George will be saying like this. Is now no problem. It's a problem because no integrity. But the Unity Party stands for integrity.
Thank you very much. Let's move to you, Josie. Yes, we'll come to you, Josh.
Yeah, let me just ask you one question. Let me just a simple question.
Yeah, ask your question.
If you went to evangelize,
you get problem.
Finish. You can ask your question. Keep your question. Let me finish.
Let George ask a question. You can ask question to George.
Ask a question,
Oh,
You guys are so disrespectful to people here.
Hey,
That's
my
the
man, lead that
problem.
team back.
You guys can ask questions. Nobody can complain. You are asking
Just
questions,
go ahead,
you
ask
yelling
your
there.
question.
Oh.
Ask
Hey,
your
I'm talking for you now, my man. I'm supporting you now.
Yeah, tell them many
Nelson,
questions.
make
So here's the thing. If you went to evangelize to someone to attend your church or your mosque or whatever, right? But the person said, "Oh, look, I want to come, but I don't get transport," and you think you will not be able to provide a transport to that person to come to your church because you know that there is a likelihood when that person come to my church, when he hear the scripture or the Quran, he will want to be there, right? Because your job is to bring people to the church. But I don't know how we're thinking. When politics get in our minds, we can't think properly anymore. We just think like.
But George, you're missing yourself. You're missing the statement. You're missing the statement. Listen to the guy. The guy said they came, they told us, they said they would give us money. Nobody walked to them and said.
That's not true.
No. There are two different statements you make.
Thank you.
There are two different statements.
Thank you very much. Johnson, go ahead. Let's hear you. Johnson, go ahead.
Yeah, you see.
Big statement.
No, Samuel, you have to mute, sir. Please do that for us.
You see, this thing is an old-age problem, but I think it's on steroid now in this time, especially where the country is being driven and struck by poverty. Look at those youth over there. You think they're working? No, they're not. My brother said he was working at one ministry, public works. Okay, at that time you are working, you have, you wake up, you go to work, at least you are getting something, so you could make this independent decision. Okay, but now this season is almost like the money-making season for everybody, especially for our youth. When survivability becomes the issue of the day, morality becomes secondary. Those kids go to that rally not because they want to be there. They go there because at the end of the day, they expect to get something. They expect to get money to be able to go do whatever they want to do with it, whether to buy food or to drink or to smoke or whatever it's that they want to do with it. Okay, now, Josh talking about if you go to someone come to you and say, oh, or you go to someone and say, come to my church and say, oh, I don't have a transport. That's a whole different thing. Okay. Transporting someone to come to your event is different from promising the person that if you come, this is what you will get. That's whole different. The person will only come because, especially in that kind of country where everybody wake up looking for it's a hustle, survival of the fittest, the weaker ones die, stronger ones live. It's the order of the day. So those youth going over there, they're expecting something, which is wrong. When people are lacking message, when people don't know how to sell their product, that is what they do.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. So we're gonna move to our next discussion now. We want to make sure that the folks following us tonight can have time to be able to participate. We will put the numbers up for them to call in and participate on the show. Now, at the same time, we want the females to join us. Let me post a link again in the comment section so that if you just joined the show, you want to make your input on the different discussions we're having, you can do just that by clicking on the link that I'm posting now in the comment section. Just click on the link, and then I'll see you backstage. I'll bring you on, and you can make your contribution to the discussion tonight. This is the Late Night Politics on Spoon, and we want to say welcome to the show. Today, Mora, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. I want to say something about the police. Sako, the one he got flocked to CDC party headquarters. Do you remember what's his name?
Marvin Sako.
Marvin Sako. He made a statement.
That's one or two.
Yeah, 1 or 2. I think it was yesterday or today. Okay, yesterday because I already into the answer. Yeah, he make a statement about the election, the violence, what it would do. I'll go into it, but I don't know. We can keep it for tomorrow or
yeah, sure.
Fresh on it, huh?
Sure. Sure, yeah, we will dive deep into that tomorrow.
Yeah. It was, like some of the statement looking like it's like bias because, but we'll go through it and analyze it and stuff.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, let me say this. Today, most of you are aware that campaign is on. The campaign is on.
Yeah, the heat is on. The heat is on.
The real heat is on. Listen, when people said yesterday that in 2023, friends will turn to enemies, enemies will turn to friends, in that kind of voice. Enemy will turn to friends, friends will turn to enemies. This is the time that they were talking about. So today there was word of wars between, there was a war, let me put it that way, war of words between the president and the former vice president. So interestingly, the former vice president had a press conference today, not basically a press conference, but there was a media engagement, and he spoke to the press today. And at that media engagement, former Vice President Joseph Bragg, I'm sorry, I've been trying to process the video, but it's been giving me some time. But I will quote exactly what the both individuals said today. And it has been making the news here in Liberia. Yes, almost all the major headlines have been carrying this particular development here.
Can you put it in the chat room?
I will put it there. I'm going to get it there as we go on. But too many things going on all at the same time. I hope I didn't. Okay, so at that engagement, former Vice President Joseph Bragg has said that the first 6 years given to the CDC is wasted years. Wasted years of no hope for the young people. Wasted years of no opportunity. Wasted years of backwardness for Liberia. Liberia going back. No progress at all. 6 years of, no hope. And he also said that, and it's due to the poor performance of the CDC government. And he said that's the reason why Liberians should vote CDC out and give the Unity Party an opportunity to steer the affairs of the country. All right. He also talked about the issue of bad road as well as one of the reasons why people should not vote for the CDC. But now on the flip side, in an apparent response, our president approved me, right?
The president can waste time. Yeah, give it right back to you.
Nelson is frozen.
Yeah, Nelson is frozen.
Nelson is frozen.
What Nelson was saying, because I'm next after Mova, so
I know. I see you.
Yeah. So quickly, the president came back with a jive as well. He said, if someone who had been in government for 42 years did nothing whatsoever, and we are still facing the same issue we faced since 1847, because no place, to talk in our politics. But yeah, let Nelson come back, and I think the president was right. Because I don't know what Bouaka got the courage for to say those things. I sometimes wonder. And when we talk about Kush being in the country, and sometimes it's in the air as well, sometimes those things happen. Because for you to say that type of thing and go to about
the president is right.
That was Barrow in the country. I just wonder where the puppy work when I couldn't even go to Maryland the last time.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
But George was speaking in your absence. He took the time.
The president, he said he will not take time responding to those kinds of things because the people who talking the thing, they work in government for 40 days, no car for themselves. That in fact, the car that Ambassador bought the car for Ambassador Bouaka. So if then why didn't Ambassador Bouaka refuse the fact that he accepted the car means that he's benefiting from the corruption money. I want to know from you guys, was this whole drama or war of words or whatever or a promotion for Ambassador for President George Weah? Let me hear from you guys. Baba is now on set. I don't know why.
So I'll be the second guy there. Waka is not there, so I'm
no, but you spoke already now, George.
You already spoke, Josh.
Let George to speak again. George, I'm the CDC man, so let him speak again. George,
you guys
I support that you speak.
So in fact,
listen,
in fact, you know what we're gonna do? Let's do justice to Sylvester. Let's then we'll go upward.
I always the last. Why again, Alice?
Yeah, let's start from you, sir. Let's start from you.
But Nelson and fellow panelists, okay? Let's be realistic here. It's politics time, okay? People will throw jabs at one another. It's part of the game. That's why if you don't have thick skin, you can't be in politics. But let's be realistic here. This man served as VP for 12 years, right? Okay. Doesn't he have benefits? Okay. He has EPS assigned with him. Who paid for those EPS? Taxpayers' money. So until the president can prove to us that he took his personal money and bought a car for former Vice President Joseph Boakai, then I will know what to say. But as far as I'm concerned, he needs vehicle. He is a former VP. That's part of his benefit package. He needs it. So you can't give it to him and then come back. The same thing with George Weah. When he leaves power tomorrow, and we shall know by Ottawa 10, 12 midnight, we'll finish. We'll be sending him, thank you, Mr. President, former president. We'll get him car. We'll make him comfortable because he served us regardless of what was it. So,
no, but listen, Johnson, the president is saying that if George Weah is corrupt, then the former vice president should have rejected all those different benefits because it's coming from President George Weah.
It came from him personally.
Do you agree with that?
It came from him personally.
He says it came from him. It came from him, rather. He didn't go any further to explain the whether it is state resources that he used or his personal money. But he went further to say that even when the former vice president was sick, President George Weah paid the bills. It was from the quote-unquote correction.
When you work for an institution,
the former vice president reject the money.
But when you work for an institution for X number of years, are you not entitled to benefit? So maybe that somebody
medical benefit. I want to pay you pension for. You're not entitled to medical benefit.
How much you getting for pension?
No, George, you are not interrupting me.
No, George, you will not interrupt me. You will not interrupt me because your umpa when it comes to your God, George, we are nothing negative. Okay? And I'm not telling you to worship anybody here.
Don't do that. Your God, that Joe Boakai, your God.
Joe Boakai is not my God. I can serve nobody as
God as well. It's an insult to tell me that George Weah is my God. It's an insult.
Nelson, look at George messing the show.
George, you gotta wait, my man. When your time reaches, you can respond.
Soon as talking about then you get your feelings. Relax, bro.
Go ahead, Johnson. The floor is yours. You have 1 minute. You have 1 minute to talk.
So the point here is he served the government for 12 years. Okay. So how can you say I gave you money to go to hospital, I gave you car, I gave you this, like as if to say, until you can prove to us, as far as we concerned, it could be commies, it could be Congo or what. Once you serve the state for X number of years, you are entitled to these things. So don't come do good and then, give the man what he's entitled to and then come back to say the money, that corruption. How is that corruption? If you give me what I'm entitled to, is that corruption? So the EPS that are working with him, the government is paying them, that corruption? That's not corruption. You know, honesty and integrity are two different things. You know, George Weah doesn't have integrity because anybody with integrity will not lie to himself. George Weah doesn't have honesty because anybody with honesty will not lie to the people. he's dishonest, he doesn't have integrity, and I can list millions of things that he has lied about. So that thing there, until he can bring a document to prove that his personal money he gave Joe Walker, then we can talk the argument. But for now, that vlog.
Okay, thank you. Let's move to Samuel. Josh, we're going to come to you. You have all the time onto yourself, Josh. Samuel, you have 1 minute 30 seconds to make your input on this issue.
Yeah, you know, our brother Sylvester, I think, said it all. He said it all. Because this government, if they really had integrity, everything that he said that he did, it will be on social media. It will be on the government website. Okay? I want to ask a question as to what he even saying towards Joseph Boakai. Is it the same he doing for Helen Johnson Sirleaf? Because Helen Johnson Sirleaf is a state woman. The same with Boakai. These are state people. Is Helen getting the same benefits that George Weah say he gave to Joseph Boakai? And if he gave it, is that not taxpayer money? So I don't know where the guy's coming from. Until George Weah can be real to himself, then he come up with those documents to show that that money given to Honorable Boakai or the car given to Honorable Boakai is his personal money. But as far as we are concerned, Honorable Boakai is a state man and he deserves it. But mind you now, let George Weah be careful too. That do unto others as you expect others to do unto you. Because he said he's a anything in the Bible, I believe in. So let he get ready after October 10th to know that when he's not getting benefits, he shouldn't lament. So these are the problem. The guys, they don't stand for integrity. Let him show the Liberian people that that car that was bought, given to Honorable Boakai, is his personal money. Other than that, we are not giving credence to that. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, Samuel, I keep hearing whether it was his personal money. So assuming it was or it is his personal money, assuming President George Weah used his personal money, his hard-earned money, his salary to buy a car. All right, to buy a car for former Vice President Joseph Boakai. What then would you say to that?
Nelson, that man cannot even buy a car. This is a man who say he's going to take out 25% of his salary. Where is that 25%? 419. Where is that money?
Nelson,
this man serving government. This was a senator. What did he do with his own money? So I don't give credit to him. Okay, he can show us because he doesn't have his personal money. It's the government money because he's sending EPS officer to God. The country is sending EPS officer to God, Honorable Boakai. Same with Helen Johnson Sirleaf. Is that his personal money used to pay the EPS officer? Let him bring the documents. As far as we are concerned, that is taxpayer money. So he doesn't even have that money. 85 million. Where is it? Before Liberian people feel going to make him president today. So this, we just look at the word integrity. He doesn't have integrity.
Thank you. So someone said I shouldn't say hard-earned salary, hard-earned money from the president and so forth. Yeah, once you occupy a particular office, you hard-earned. But let's move to you, Raymond. Let's hear your take on this.
This shows to me that George Weah again doesn't understand the role of the presidency. He doesn't even understand the function of the government. Because if you tell a statement, a former vice president who has due benefits under the law, by legislation, that he should get his benefits. And I've heard Joseph Boakai complain numerous times that the government wasn't giving him his just benefits. It's not George Weah first time talking about this vehicle. And Joseph Boakai said it was encrafted in law that they get it, he and Ellen. So George Weah doesn't know what the government is. That's why he doesn't know what is his salary, and the rest of government money because he thinks he's a king. He thinks he's the law. He thinks his wish and aspiration, that's how the country runs. Whatever he thinks. But I blame him not. Because the people around him who understands keep singing his song. Keep telling him he's the best president ever. Everything, Mr. President, thank you. When you do your work, for George Weah to even go to work, to office and sign the papers he's supposed to sign, they will tell him thank you. And he's paid for it, he's elected for it. He doesn't know when he went and put himself forward to the Liberian people say, I want to be president. He was asking them to give him a job. And he should be evaluated on the job. Yes, there's corruption. Who should be told that there isn't corruption? When the U.S. have indicted 3 persons in your government, including your minister that sits by you, who should be acting like an assistant to you, indict you. That's an indictment of George Weah. But because he's a sitting head of state, for our sovereignty, they can't indict him. Given our laws, you can't sue the president currently for whatever he does. So he's immune. But yet and still, we know that the CIA invited him here, and he went to the CIA. He hasn't been invited to the warehouse, but he went to the CIA headquarters. Mr. President, you are indicted. You were corrupt. And Joseph Boakai said nothing new. Joseph Boakai said everything the Liberian people know. And Joseph Boakai, as a former vice president, has entitlement. Mr. George Weah, when you have a job and they give you your salary, nobody do you a favor. That's a contract you sign to give service and to get money. The vice president provided service to the Republic of Liberia. He got money. George Weah, the salary you take as president, that salary is a just salary because you got elected, you the president. That's no favor. So when you think you're doing favor, you do not understand. That's what we say you are inept. When we use the word inept, that's what we mean. You're not fit for the position you occupy. So you don't even understand what you say. You went and spoke gibberish. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Let's move to Jerry, the self-regulator. Who gave Jerry that name? And why you gave Jerry that name?
Cindy and Ture gave Jerry that name. Got Jerry.
That guy in the room. ANC. Then let you deal with ANC. Yeah.
Cindy all the way in the air. Cindy traveling. I hear you have a noise behind the man, but the man still called because he heard Mr. Cummings. But let's hear you, Jerry. Go ahead.
Yeah. You see, my guys are there with the issue of not being personal money. And let me say, when Joseph Boakai said that the 6 year a wasted year, we had to get confused. As somebody saying confusion, I get towards saying that we get 27 million people out of poverty and we're giving Africa current and all the kind of confusion. And some of them say Joseph Boakai can also 1 time in a week. But then when Joseph Boakai can also 1 time in a week, it can be them to can also every day for 1 or 2 months. So the public can also 1 time. People are saying the wasted years, all the things that we are saying you do. The country is tough. There's no food. People were running around. The other day, almost in our own country, they are in slavery. When people dying, when we go talk to President on UCCTV, and when there's no current, then Samuel Toy telling us that he is putting current to Africa. And also, these are all wasted time. Weah and his gangs have not graduated from the stage of running a little party headquarters opposite Lone Star Cell than to run a country. Until you just want a Joseph Boakai who are authority over, he said it on TMA's show. He said George Weah, they are still running a party and not a country. So these years are wasted years. Because let me say this. Today, Weah cannot, the only investor that we have brought in our country was the AR scam. That smart AR was the only investor that George Weah brought to the country. And the smart AR do our people. Yeah, the smart AR do our people. So all the Igbo man, the sisters and teachers, all
we can never blame government, right? So we can blame government. I think the responsibility of the government is to protect their citizens. And you understand? Create an enabling environment for the citizens. Saying they will allow a scam institution to come in this country. Why would never election to scam the citizens? No problem. But I can tell all of you guys, I lost my money, I lost my everything, my cash. If I go to jail, I'll go to jail. I'm going to stage a protest. Although I raised on the platform, I will stage a protest. I live in Bangor, in Bangor. I will stage a protest. I will go on the Villa, I will barricade the Villa streets, put tires, left fire until our plot can be met, until government can intervene. My cash, my everything, my family will be fair. And you understand, my family will be. How can you allow or unknowing business institution in this country? There is no security right now, so the country is not safe. That's why you're telling me what they're in election. No, I will stage a protest in Bangor, in Bangor, I live in Bangor. I will stage a protest. I will stage a protest. We will barricade government, intervene. Government intervene. I will not tell them like that. I had 300,000 on this.
The man had 300,000.
Yeah, Jerry conclude.
Yeah.
Jerry conclude.
So there's a only investment, and you heard the kind of investment that we about Amira Messi, you will burn tire, you will call people. You know, these are the people think that the judiciary and our legal framework and system is not trusted. So the people always like to take law into their hand. So when Joseph Boakai said that, look, there's a wasted 6 years. Joseph Boakai administration, they built service centers across the country. The other day, listen to the U.S. ambassador when he said the people are treated with neglect, even for you to give 30,000 I bring that to Metin. I mean, these places, people can even do photocopy. That's a wasted year Joseph Boakai was talking about. You know, so for Joel to come back and be running here and there, don't pay attention to him. If you see him under the ring, he will know it late. That's why they say you should get ready. Prepare the buckets before the rain can fall. When you get signal. George Weah had the opportunity, he abused it. That's why Joseph Boakai said that, look, the wasted 6 years will try our best through arrest to be able to what? To give hope to our people, to use agriculture, to use education, to use road construction, all these things.
Thank you, Jerry.
So it was a wasted 6 years. So George Weah is a history. On October 10, vote number 2, Joseph Boakai and Jeremiah Kpankun. These are the people that are going to drive the level of transformation that we need. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sharif, is yours.
You people.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So, 1 second. Let me put my light on.
My man, current going in America, or that the current at Liberia supplying like ego.
No, it's the motion light.
Okay, so then I think we'll move to Josh.
Hey, you people don't pay that bill. You people don't pay that bill.
So yes, so I'm gonna say this. This is what happens when you give someone a job, not based on merit. The person did not. A person is not prepared for the job. So if you look at every one of us here that are working, even you nursing, and when someone asks you about topic on journalism, you'll be able to lecture that person on journalism for however long possible, because that's your field. You study about it, you know it. But George Weah, he knows nothing about constitution. He knows nothing about presidency. That's why he can sit there and tell people that something that the vice president is entitled to, that he did it out of favor. It's not favor. That's the vice president entitlement. Is instituted in our constitution. And again, as for the wasted 6 years, it's true, and the rating are on the wall that is a wasted 6 years. Let's look at the developments, the hospitals that were built. Everything were functional when this man came into power. Did he build on those? No. The roads, connectivity. We have road built from Monrovia to Ganta, from Ganta to Guinea border, and then you have Buchanan Highway, you have Banga Highway. Did he build on those? No, he did not. And then we look at the security sector. We had security intact, the airport was functional, everything. And today we heard that the airport even lost power. And this is on a consistent basis. And then you have various institutions that are malfunctional because you have people who are not qualified to run those institutions. You have comedians leading the national airport. So how do you expect a result coming from those institutions? Simply because you have people who are ill prepared. They are not even qualified to lead those organizations. But that's what happened. If an institution is rotting from the top, the bottom will be rotting as well. It just point blank. But again, all we have to do now is to redeem this country. How do we redeem this country? We need someone to come in and right those wrong. We need someone to come in and reinstitute a judicial system into our nations. We need someone to come in to make our hospitals to run again, that so someone will not die from giving from childbirth. We will not have hospitals that have lack medications. We will not have hospitals that are running out of nurses and doctors. We will not have hospitals that are running out of power. And also, we need the president to come in. They're going to institute qualified people in institutions that will allow our government to run like a fine-tuned machine, like places of like a development into like our rural areas. Our people in rural areas are disconnected from the rest of the nation. They don't have foods. They don't have basic needs that every human needs to survive. So these people cannot neglect them. They are part of us. They are our people. We saw today Mark Jabate was in one of the remote places in
Bapolu.
How do you call it? Bapolu County. And we saw how our people are suffering. You see, older people, they all come in and say, oh yeah, we regret our actions. 2017, we voted for this man. We expected change. We thought he was one of us, but he came. Everything he did, he just subjected us to poverty. Our children and our brothers and our sisters, they are all suffering today from drugs abuse. And how do we get rid of this? We need someone who is capable, has experience, who has been in this field before, has experienced difficulties and knows how to get out of it. That's the reason why we are asking for every person, meaningful Liberians, to come out and vote Joseph Numa Boakai come October 10, 2023. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So let's go to Josh. Josh, can you unmute, sir? Can you unmute? Okay, thank you.
There is something inherently wrong with our side, and sometimes, and I just want to break this news, Nelson. If this is how the conversation is going to be going, I would not waste 3 hours of my day here, and where people will just spew out anything they want to. That even if they are looking at the logic, and then they will take the whole logic out of it and spew something out that does not really make any sense whatsoever. Here is a president saying, if he said my government is corrupt, why is he receiving salary from my government or pension from my government? Why is he receiving car from my government? If Martin Luther King, because the people said black people should not rock out, Martin Luther King preferred to walk. If Joseph Boakai is a man of integrity and he said this government is a wasted year and the people are suffering, they are in abject poverty, but he's still receiving his benefit, his car, everything, then we come and sit on the show and say he's a man of integrity. He is for the people. He is receiving salary from his government, pension. But he said the government is a wasted year. If these people are suffering, why can't he forgo your salary and say, take it? I've worked for 42 years. I think I have saved enough. I'm able to do something for myself. But people are suffering and I will forgo the salary. Take your car. I don't want this car because the people of Liberia are suffering. It is not the case. That's what George Weah is saying. He said, if the man say I'm corrupt, why is he receiving things from our government when he said the government is corrupt? It's a simple analogy. When you look at things and see something like black, this man is saying, he's not saying that he shouldn't get anything, he should not benefit. No, he's trying to say, if you say my government is corrupt, but you're receiving pension from this government, why can't he say, because the government is stealing from the Liberian people, this government is a wasted year, I will forgo my pension. Let it on, and the nation will take them from there. But you gracefully go to Echo Bank every time to grab your pension from your account, to go and use it, and then you come on national TV and spew out some gibberish and say it's a wasted government and it's a useless government and they are wasted 6 years. But in the 6th year, you receive a car, you receive all your benefits, everything intact. You have never wanted to complain and say, I missed my pay this month. But you say the Liberian people are suffering. Yeah, he said you are talking about smart AI. Smart AI came to the country. They said George Weah brought it to steal from the Liberian people. You say Liberian people are suffering, but if you call it the money the boys are calling that they say they put in AI, you would know that we are not saying everything is fine in Liberia, but people can get ends meet by themselves. If you can get money to invest into AI, that means you have food to eat in the first place. But people come on here to speak out gibberish as if to say everyone to put their head in the because George Weah government is a bad government. So we should all go against George Weah because George Weah is the one since 1847 has kept Liberia.
Thank you.
No, let me finish. Give me 30
seconds. 30 seconds. They're concluding 30 seconds.
Conclude because saying the same thing.
No, let's respect George view. Go ahead.
The man I can talk every time when somebody else talking. George, I king.
George talking. Listen, Nelson. George is talking as if he's coming on this platform. He's doing a favor for somebody. I don't think I'll be like, come on, dude. I come here. I'm not doing a favor for any of you guys. Okay,
you're going to get your feeding, man. Remember, you're going to get
but those are the people who cannot follow the law of the country. The law of the country, they don't follow it. They don't follow it.
Can we mute? So here's the thing. We try as much as possible to give everybody their time so that everyone can make their input. And if you can't stand the heat, then don't get in the kitchen. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we are all making our making our case.
Disagree. We'll disagree and agree. Respectful.
So, I hope our brother George can understand that.
So Nelson, right?
Let me get my thought, man.
Compact, but after mobile, we'll be going to the line so that our
let me get my thought.
Followers can be able to make an
George, what all he said, he was just making himself to look fun or to think that CDC people will offer him job if he wanted.
No, respect the guy too, Mobile. You don't.
My man, we all know, right? I take it back. Listen, no, I take it back. For the show.
No, but the man he had to defend himself, so leave the man alone.
He's gone. Just go ahead.
But we all know, right? We all know what our people going through. More especially when it comes to that job, we are giving money to Joseph Boakai. It's in the Constitution. So why job we can go by the Constitution by saying that, oh yes, I pay the money, the other money I pay it for the vice president. It's in the Constitution. It's not our own money from his ballot. It's our money we pay. It's taxpayer money. So, sometimes when you hear the people saying all those things, how they pay the money, how Joga will take money from a parking and give it to who? Before Joga could become president, he have nothing. So why would he take money from and give it to the VP? It's just talking, and he talking about understanding people get money or whosoever because the people get half of the money the people invest in our smart hours. There's someone talking from the bank as loan. When you watch half of the interview, the people fail. Joga they said no, they fail. That way you honor the read to the 4-6 campaign.
Even the same man, the issue 1 minute, the man he can say we can get logical, but we stay on the platform and allow him. He can say, sometimes when people you won't waste their time because people can conceptualize and they are logic. We look at it like a way of
man, you gotta put on top.
You jump where you go.
Okay, so Nelson, right? Let me get speak to this issue, right? Nelson, let me speak to the.
Don't run away.
So let's watch this video.
John Smart AI. So he told me about how you can deposit money into the app, and within the time frame you can be doing tasks. At the same time, your money will be increasing. So I've decided to try it. Have an initial deposit of 5,000 deposit, and I will perform tasks. They have the program they have a task that you can perform on a daily basis, 20 tasks. You perform the 20,000 on a daily basis, you earn 30% of what you have in your account. So I have 5,000, but then when I perform the task, I earn $150 liberty as a profit. So when I saw it, I was convinced. I said it would be weird. So I also told my mother, and she credited about $25,000 liberty from Brad. We took that money and put in the smart AI, we were about $30,000. So
okay, so
you see that? Yeah.
We're about to go to the lines.
Can I just have 30 seconds, please? Just 30 seconds.
Okay, just do that while I'm trying to put the
Yeah,
number.
you see, that whole smart AI thing, you see, in this era that we live now, the way money moves around makes a country risky. This is how terrorists use, these are some of the means that terrorists use to transfer money and carry on their activities. So it is the responsibility, when it says security, that's part of the security of the people of a nation. So how smart AI got into the country and established and did whatever they had to do, it has to, certain people have to be blamed. And obviously, if you are there to provide security and you did not, you will be blamed. Okay, so some people are getting that feeling, say, oh, you blame the government or this, that, one. Well, how did AI come up to start contacting Lone Star or Orange and all of those things? That's huge amount of money. The amount of people that put that money can be used to do different things to bring a security risk. So
yeah, my brother. Just to
Thank
add on
you.
to what you're saying, like Smart AI did register their business as a registered entity, and then the only thing that Lone Star will require them, it will be to give them their business registrations, and that they are duly certified to function in the country as a business entity. Once that happens, there's nothing else they can question. So the only labs that I see was that where the business will register at the Liberia Business Registry. So normally when a business come to register, you have to ask them what are they going to be doing, and then they will tell you what they'll be doing. Like for example, when I went there to register my business, they asked me what you'll be doing. I told them that I said this is going to be a computer training center. We'll be training people. So the context of it, but again, once you have a society that is basically dominated by people who are corrupt, this is what happened. But again, there should be a due diligence to basically follow up on these people to make sure that what they are doing, especially financial transaction is involved, and you don't want to leave a citizen in jeopardy by exposing them to such corruption scheme, and it's very sad. And I feel for our people that the government that is supposed to rely on to protect them, and it's actually leaving them negligence and for them to fend for themselves. It's
Thank
sad.
you. Thank you
So
very much.
let me just come in with a little perspective
Remo,
to.
Remo,
No, I just
without-
wanted to make. I just want to
Okay,
make one
just
few
pin it
seconds.
down.
So a few seconds, right? My brother George said evidence by the guy investing 300,000 in smart AI shows that Liberian people condition is okay. But when you do the conversion into US dollar, it's just about $1,600. Some people got farms in our country. People got businesses. So if we're going to run a country where one human being can earn $1,600 United States dollar, that the country doing well, that means we don't even have the mind to develop our country. That means those of us are even discussing, we don't even have understanding of how a full functional country should be. If we will live in a country that is westernized and benefiting a salary that more than $1,600 a month, and then we expect when someone can have $1,600, that means the country okay for them. That in itself is a problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. Because $1,000 cannot even build you a kitchen, let alone a full house.
Yeah, let's go to the lines now.
Let's go to the line, Yossi.
Yeah, sorry, I had a little bit of issue here with my connection. So Remo, just conclude your thought. Let me switch my internet. Yeah.
So, as I was saying, right, my people in Liberia, please listen. Earning $1,600 a month looks like a big money, but it's big because we've been subjected to poverty. The resources we got in our country and our population, Liberia should be living a comfortable life. We got gold, They're exploiting our gold every day. We got diamonds. We got forests. We got an ocean that got a lot of marine species that makes money. Look, when you go in a Western country and eat seafood, you pay a lot of money because seafood is expensive. The people there harvesting our fish. The thing about it, that nature give it to all the fish in itself, in the water, they're making it multiplying by themselves. We ain't doing nothing. The ships just come. The Chinese ship are on our ocean. In the night, when we're sleeping, they come closer, they harvest. They carry out a lot of money. The government not being able to manage all these things well, and few persons getting rich overnight is the reason why we think that we can't live in a country that we can have running water, we can have electricity, we can have roads, we can have companies open, that we can have jobs and earn up to $1,600 a month. That's not a big money. I didn't work in government. I work in many different places out of government, and I earn more than $1,600 a month in Liberia. I didn't have to work for government. My brother George would tell you, when he worked for the United Nations, he earned more than $1,600, especially as an engineer. So that's not a big deal. Why we shouldn't? And a lot of you have gone to school. You got education. Even if you don't have education, you're able to do market. Who told you your businesses that you're doing shouldn't you profit? It's just the bad state. The state of the economy. When Samuel 12 said he infused $25 million in the economy, and it goes into people's pocket, that's the reason why we are where we are. When $16 billion can vanish overnight, that's where we are where we are.
Yeah.
George, we are talking about if my government corrupt. You don't own a government, you own the head of the government. The government is for the people. So George, we are no, you don't have a government. Government is the government of the Liberian people. When you say my government, you in error. You're just the head of the government. So the right way to say it is a George Weah led government, because you're the head of the government. George Weah led. That doesn't make you the owner of the government. Don't we pay taxes in the country? So when we pay taxes, the taxes should work for the people. You think Joseph Barker don't have fun? He's not paying taxes to the government? Yes, he's paying taxes. So when he pays taxes, his just benefit from his taxes, he should receive it. And don't need your opinion to receive his taxes. And you should make sure every civil servant receive their salary on time. Mitas is still running. All of the very concessionaires are still running. Some of us can send things to Liberia. We pay money. We send money to our people in the country. When we send money to our people, we pay money. Government takes money from it. What are you doing with all that money? To go dance, booga dance? No, that's not the essence of the money. It's to ensure that, and we got donor partners that are giving goodwill to our country. They're not giving it because of you, George. They're giving it because of the Liberian people. And that's why the ambassador could go, the American ambassador could go around and know all the goodwill that America has given haven't even reached the hospitals. Because you guys are abusing those things. And you think it's for you. When you can tell a vice president who should have his incentives that if you think my government is corrupt, why are you taking it? Then you think that anything is for your choosing to do whatever you want to do with it. So you're not even appropriating the Liberian people resources adequately. That's what you just confessed that to. You're not appropriating the Liberian people resources adequately. The resources are meant for the country to function fully, and the benefits for all citizens, not selective.
See, Raymond, our friend Georgian cannot come here and deny the fact that Mama Molu said the president can go outside the country and get money and can't put it in his own name. The other aspect about sleeping with women and giving a job, and you know, that one is not important right now. They did themselves if they don't have value for them. That's why anytime they say Joe is feminine cheap, it means that he respect gender issue is to continue to like be too social as president. And you know, you take people's money, you go and have what the other day I listened to him. He said, "Oh, I'm not taking vacation. Other president I can take vacation." So as I said, the 48 days he took to go to Qatar, pass to Ghana, carry Jackie Appiah, and all the one there. Why Jackie Appiah and giving Claudia Hatta, and you know, you're not joking. He went there, he used our money, $2,000 every day. He spent 48 days, thousands of dollars that could help a dying child, that could help put some kind of medication at the JFK Capital Hospital. So all these things, when you come, you ask them, then they get vet and they leave. No, bro.
Yeah.
Now Saturday, I should have been resting, but I'm here. are trying to talk to our people to vote for Joseph Boakai. You come here, if you get convinced the people and you walk out and you get in there, bro, come back, let's discuss the thing. Don't be acting like you're
you. Thank you, guys.
You're right.
Thanks to everyone for holding the ground. I had to recharge my internet very quick, but it's great that we're back on. So
Nelson, you
we're
still
talking, my man. We got fiber optic cable in Liberia. Ellen got it there. Just for George, we have to manage it, and so that the country can have high-speed internet, we can't even have it. I'm not concerned about these things. All George, we are concerned about.
Brother Raymond, I'm not talking, right? But the guy, he does not respect the Constitution. He doesn't respect the Constitution. He violates the Constitution every other day. You know?
I think we all set now. I think we all set to take calls. So the numbers are on the stream. If you want to make a contribution, you can go right ahead and call the number on WhatsApp, or you can place a direct call. We will take you. So we take our first call here. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Nancy. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. You're live on the show.
Nancy, you know, it's not strange to some of us when we see the seditionists acting like that, because we engage a lot of times into argument. That's how they behave. When they feel that they don't have nothing to tell you, they act like they are so superior. They want to build over everything. We came, that's
Hello, are you there? Oh, too bad we lost him. We lost him. Let's see if we can take this person. Hello, you live. Okay. Hello. Wow.
Lance about.
Yeah, the local calls usually interrupt the WhatsApp calls. Okay, but let's take this person from this line. Hello.
Yeah, I know there was an internet fault.
Oh, okay. I thought you landed. You okay? Yeah, just conclude.
No. Yeah, just conclude. As I was saying, and if they're talking about if the president is corrupt, the former vice president should not accept his benefit. First of all, it's just no one got benefit. So
Thank you.
Because of your wrongdoing, somebody shouldn't have the benefit. It's just sad, man. I just conclude today. It's just sad.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take this person. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, good morning. You live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Nat B. Sasa calling from Sweden.
Oh, Nat, it's great to
Thank
have
you guys again once for this. Yeah. Something I got confusing here is the president and the vice president, do they share the same responsibilities? Because most of the time I hear people talking about how this other person spent this amount of time, but the position the person held for that amount of time is not the same position the other person has. So a little confusion right there I need some clarity about.
Okay.
And for our brother George, I think he just needs attention. He's an attention seeker guy.
Let's thank you. Thank you. Let's respect Josh. Yeah, he's here and he's making his case. The platform is open. Josh can come on just anytime. But I appreciate you, Nat, for making your contribution. We'll go back to see if we can take someone from this line. No, we lost this person. So let's see if we can take someone from this other line. Hello. Good morning. Wow. Again, we lost this person. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and okay, let me squeeze this person in. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. You live. Let's hear you.
Okay, I want to say thanks to the panelists there for their level of analysis.
Can you say your name, sir, and where you calling
from? My My name is Robert Kaku, calling from Final Kante this morning. I want to appreciate the panelists for their level of exposure on the show. I just want to say to my brother Josh, who left the show, I was monitoring. You know, sometimes if people are limited to certain things, they do not have anything to offer in discussion, so their limitation can prove. It's just what happened to Josh on the show. Josh cannot defend anything about this president, and Josh himself do not understand anything about government. Anybody who understands about government, just put yourself what you are saying, because the country is run by a rule of law. Everything we do in this country is in the confines of the Constitution.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I want for George to understand that Liberia is under the Constitution, okay?
Thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution from Sino County there. Let's see if we can take another person from this end. Okay, so let's see if we can take this person. Hello? Hello? Good evening. Okay, let's take this person. Hello, you live?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Let's hear you.
Josh TV.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Barnaville.
Go ahead, Josh.
In the first place, for the president to be saying that he gave Joseph Parker money, it's just to show that the president don't know the difference between his money and the country money. You don't know why you use the country money to pay your own house and do other things in your personal name. And number two, you talk about war between Joseph Parker and Josh Weah. I don't think it was so, because if Parker responded to what he was saying, then it's a war. But Parker was encouraging a group of young guys, giving them hope, and we are heard it and decided to respond. If Parker respond to him, then it's a war. But Parker is not going around to respond to what Josh Weah said. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Let's hold you there and take another person. The lines are hot. Let's see if we can take this person. For those of you calling on WhatsApp, I would prefer you call the second number on the screen, the one that ends with the 39. I would prefer you calling that number. But let's take this person. Hello? 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 You are very low. Can you be audible a bit, sir? Hello? I don't know why you're coming in very, very low. Very low.
I'm too loud. I'm too loud.
Okay, let's try again. Tell us the name and where you calling from. No, we're not hearing you at all. Something is not okay. Because we're not hearing you at all. Let's see if we can go back to the line and take another person here. Let's see if we take this person. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Wow, again, we lost this person. So I think we will have to do our closing.
Yeah.
And we'll start with Samuel. Samuel, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, okay. Nelson, I want to say thanks to you. I want to say thanks to my brother on this panel. You know, I'm sorry that our brother George left the show, but sometimes Sedition, they just don't have anything to offer because they don't follow like important issues in the country, like date activities. They don't follow those things. They only follow sentiments, individual sentiments. So I urge George to come back. Let him have that zeal to come back and still defend this CDC government. And not forgetting to my brothers and sisters in River says, don't forget to vote Honorable Emmanuel Yato. Yato is running for senator. Make sure you vote for Yato because Tuewale, who is running. He's a Saint Cibician. They are the people that play in the country's money. So the people in Riverside should vote for Honorable Yato. And secondly, the rescue team. The train is moving. We even urge Josh to join the train. We need to rescue Mama Liberia. The country is bleeding. People are suffering, and I want them to join this train. Yeah. So thank you to you, Nelson, and thanks to Roman, Jerry, and Sylvester. I look for holding the show tonight. Thanks to you guys.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, sir. Thanks for showing up as well. But don't go. Remain here. We have to leave this thing together. Who's in the dark? Who's showing up dark there? That Miami is.
That's why.
That mean, Sharif.
Oh, Sharif.
Yeah.
No.
I never put it there in the cover. I know
you not going to pay their bills. That's the problem.
Yeah, here we go. You see, Sylvester coming for you now. The man keep echoing this UP people can pay that bill thing. Maybe that's another discussion for another day. But I think while you trying to set up Sharif, we'll go to Sylvester. Then maybe if you're ready, then we'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Or if you're not be ready anytime soon, then you can just show your face to the camera so and wait. Then you do your closing.
Oh, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have Sharif to just wrap up.
Go ahead, Sharif.
No, let him go ahead. I'm just trying to park, Mike. I'm just trying to park. Let him go ahead.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, let me just go.
No, Jerry, you're not going. Jerry, you're not going yet.
Self-regulator.
I want to thank you guys. It was a great show. Nothing said here is personal. We joke and laugh about things. After politics, Liberia still remains. We just have to be, respect one another. So when we come here, let us just put up some thick skin and whatever it is, and just sell your market, and to the best of your ability, and we all are here for a purpose, and I will close on this note. When we're in high school, like let's say exam starting Monday, we all go on campus Monday morning. All right, you'll see some people opening copybook on Monday morning on campus, and you'll see some people walking around just lecturing, put a hand in their pocket and this and that, because they have already prepared, they have studied, so that few hours in between before the exam start, they don't open copybook. They just, doing something social and whatever it is. I said this in the line to say about Josh Weah. Other people have already campaigned, they saw themselves, they know who they are. But here the exam right close though, and Josh Weah standing like crazy. In the rain and in the mud, in the poo water and everywhere, so it is what it is. But at the end of the day, the Liberian people will decide on October 10 who they want. Tier 1 Gonklo, Clarence Moriba, Joseph Boakar. For me, I take any of these guys over the current leadership. Because why? I have a report card for Josh Weah that tells me that he has flunked. And so I can't judge those guys that are running now until the Liberian people give them the opportunity and they get there and flop like Josh Weah. I'll be beating on them too. But for now, it's a no to the CDC. They fail us, they fail the Liberian people, and so we will just tell them goodbye. Thank you for the time you said. Go find place. We'll serve you better. Whoever wins October 10. I close on this note. I submit, and I wish you guys a blessed good night.
Thank you very much, Mr.
I can close now.
Are you good now, eh?
Yeah.
I just wish your visual was as good as the audio. Oh, let's hear you.
Yeah. So again, my Liberian people, we come out here every evening. Most of us we happen to be outside the country, and that's a privilege that we have And we want the same thing for our people back home as well. We want you to experience the same stable electricity. We want you to experience the same good hospital healthcare system. We want you to experience the same quality education system. That's why we're up here up to 1 a.m. in the morning or sometimes 2 a.m. in the morning, trying to talk to you so that we can repeat the same mistake we made 6 years ago. So we don't come over here trying to or seeking job or anything else. We are here because we love our country. We are here because we don't want to repeat the same mistake. My people, election is coming. We are at a critical juncture in our lives. Our country, we have two choices. Either we make a same mistake again and then we retrogress for the next 50 years, or we can rewrite the wrong and get on the right path. How do we get to the right path? Like my brother mentioned, all the political parties in this race, they are all better than George Weah. Even my 3-year-old daughter can do better as president than George Weah. We all need to rewrite the wrong and vote this man out come October 10, 2023. And who do we have that's going to come and change our nation? Is Joseph Numa Boakai. He has the experience. He has he has the credit in the bank. He has the integrity, the honesty, the willpower to serve our nation with his with everything that takes for a president to serve. Joseph Numa Boakai voted. He's the number 2 on the ballot. Let's vote Joseph Numa Boakai. He's going to bring a government that will be inclusive to every single meaningful Liberian. He's not going to be the one that if he's not United Party partisan, that he cannot work. As long as you are qualified to serve your country, you serve your country. You'll be allowed to come in. Vote Joseph Numa Boakai number 2 on the ballot come October 10, 2023. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Naya Taye. Well, let's take you.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Yeah, I mean, it was a wonderful time, and it's always a pleasure.
But wait, Jerry, wait small. Why the mobile and they Sherry made just coming from with darkness? Sherry brought darkness on our show. Mobile bring it.
Mobile in a social move. Mobile in a social move. Maybe the last
I mean, Mobile, you driving, man. You driving. Just go.
Mobile, focus on the driving. We'll take you. You'll be the last. But Jerry, go. Jerry, you have 1 minute.
Like I was saying, it is an important moment. And my friend George and others should know that we are not here to pamper anybody. Politics is not a Sunday school party where brothers go to dance. We are here to disagree on a strong basis when necessary. You know, so they need to understand that they are answerable to the Liberian people for the last 6 years. That was, in our opinion, according to our standard bearer and rescue one, that it was a wasted time. Our students are struggling. Schools are in dilapidated position. Service centers, people are not getting photocopied. They even get their marriage certificates. They can wait to Monrovia. Georgia put the country back in reverse. So it is concerning to us. That's why you see the level of gravitation of our citizens towards Joseph Boakai. If you see the country, even the composition of this show, if you were to conduct an opinion poll on this show, you will notice that DMB will beat them more than 90%. Their own show they were conducting yesterday in Monrovia, they had to cut the show up because Joseph Boakai was beating Joe Weah leg, in the Liberian Parliament like market door. It is because of the wasted time. It's because of the level of corruption, the level of killing, the level of wealth accumulation, and all of that. They are very important. That's why we're asking our citizens that Joseph Boakai is not here to disappoint you. Joseph Boakai is here to rescue you. Joseph Boakai is here to make sure that at least you'll not be stuck in the mud in the first 100 days. Joseph Boakai is here to support agriculture through the necessary policy framework. Joseph Boakai is here to make sure that we have rule of law, where the law will be the law. The law will not see Nelson. The law will not see Raymond. The law will not see anybody else. but the law will be the law, because once the law is blind, it means justice will be served without fear or favor. Now that is the kind of system. That's why we put the balance arrow to the arrest. So now is ARREST, arrest. So we are assuring you that we will make sure that you will get the needed money and the Bon County people will get percentage for Patawi, because we're going to do investment so that people will be able to take their facility and have their parties, have their stuff. People have value-built structure, big guest houses. When people want to have their program, they can go there. That's what we call tourism. You give a historical perspective. That's why we explore most of the touristic sectors, or setting. That's what we are promising you. We are not here to come say, somebody said 2 years after he gets 6 years. He mentioned finally as I close that, a male Anuka, you have 6 years to prosecute. Only Bernie Samuka, you know how to go after, or you know how to go after Gloria Mususka. You know how to go after Serena Seaford, who were in money laundering, were looting, were selling justice and all of that. You go to Maggie, who might get air conditioner in your grave. People say they get box inside there. So all these things are the things that we'll be asking you. Don't get angry. Your skin should be taken than one, because you owe our explanation. We are only asking for anything. We are only asking you to account for the 6 years we gave you. And you can ask for anything. So vote Joseph Boakai number 2. Thank you all so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, boss. Thanks a lot, sir. Raymond, the floor is yours, Chief.
So my people, we come here every evening to talk, not because we don't have nothing to do with our time. We could be doing other things, but because we have you people in our heart, and because we love our country, Liberia. There is nowhere like home. You could be outside the country eating your big chicken, but when you have your friends and your brothers home, not having access to it, your heart bleed. You feel bad. You say, oh God, why? Why you give us gold? You give us diamond. You give us forests that we got timbers in it. We got a lot of things to make money from. Our population is small, but we're suffering. The countries we in, they got all these resources, but yet they're better. And we have realized one thing, it's leadership. And so the things that we've seen, the things that we're having access to, we want to make sure that it comes to us. But it wouldn't come if we don't make the right decisions. This time, we at the crossroad. We at the ballot box to make a decision. The person we choose will decide whether we're going in front or we're going behind. Look, me, I used to criticize the bad thing that Ellen Johnson government used to do. One, the money they lavish on no car. But when you compare any government to the government, you put Ellen way up. So we are asked, read the former government, he said 80%. But we that work in the former government, we know some corruption took place. And we wanted the people who did the corruption to be questioned by George Weah. I even work in the George Weah government because we wanted things to work so the Liberian people can get what they deserve. But the thing we saw, it was more than the bad thing that took place the other time. That's why George Weah did not indict anybody or even the other reports that John Molu made to go after this person. He only went after one person, Brandon Samuka. Why? Because Brandon Samuka supporting Joseph Boakai. So they think he's using his government to make enemy with other people that are not supporting him. But all the other people that can't support him.
Yeah, just a quick correction, sir. So this administration came up with something called ARET. There was a team set up comprising of legal practitioners, and is that ARET represent asset recovery, restitution, and blah 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 blah. I just can't get it offhand right now. But and so you have, for example, Councillor Arthur Johnson, and all of these people, and they said they were visiting audit reports as far back as 10 years ago. The audit reports 10 years back. They were starting the investigative process from there to come to where we are. But then that team went after, you got it right, Brandon Samukai, the former defense minister, Louis Brown now, Ambassador Brown, who is with the ANC. He's one person who was captured, and some individuals. But interestingly, the audit report, they said they were using to indict or to go after individuals like Louis Brown and other people. For Louis Brown, he said there was no audit conducted while serving as Minister of Information and all of those things. Those things were challenged. But I just thought to bring that in to say that Bernie Samukai was not the only individual, but there were others who.
And I agree with you, but when I was using him as an example, because we have limited time, we can't go in depth and be so detailed. So we're just using like a nutshell and saying, look,
But
it
I
was
think
selective.
his own became more political.
Yes, so I'm saying it was more selective, and they were targeting people who were not in their camp or in bed with them. However, example, Robert Salif, who supported openly CDC, with all the indictment from Nokar, he's walking around free, no case was open. And I'm just saying that to say, look, we need a responsible government, because the international community looks at the rule of law, how you order yourself, the transparency of your government. And that's how they're going to partner with you, how you even manage the little you have. The Bible says he who managed little will be given much. And so our government has messed up everything. So we now at election, my people. And this is the important thing. You are at a crossroad. You take right, you go the right way. You take left, you get lost. If we give this government another 6 years, for another 6 years we got to suffer, we'll go behind far way back. And I will quote a few persons who close to the president that talk. In fact, let me not just quote these people because you already know it. My people, I got short time to take you.
Thank you.
Let's go. Let's go the right way. The opposition, anybody in the opposition is a better vote than the current president. Why? He has proven himself to us. We gave him 6 years. We suffer. But the best person to say experience can't beg for Jesse, my people. All of y'all know what we know when we say. When you experience player, you can't beg for Jesse. Joseph Yima Barker, that experienced player, the number 2.
Thank you very much.
Nobody in the race get the experience he got.
You been on fire.
And I believe, my people, because Ellington, I can say all the bad thing I want to say about Ellen, right? Ellington, she had everybody in the government. CDC people were in the government. People that in ANC today, they were in the government. People that behind all the other political parties. The player at work, Public Works. The Minister of Public Works was not United Partisan. He was not part of United Party. I knew directors that were at Public Works who were sedition, no sedition, and they were state directors. I believe Joseph Yema Boaka will bring all the people who know what to do in the government, and Liberian people will get job. Let's vote number 2, yeah. Number 2, yeah. Number 2, yeah.
Yeah, listen to what your man Toure saying. Toure, he came here to defend Councillor Tiaron Konko. Look at the thing Toure writing.
Thanks for holding the show down tonight. Fellas, my flight was delayed, making it impossible to join the show. I hope to see you all later today.
Yeah, man.
Toure, we miss you on the show, man. We like your perspective you bring. It's better when we have diverse views. That's what democracy is about. It's about we agree to disagree, and yet we forge forward.
You know one thing I can enjoy about Toure? So you tend to float over to Toure. You say, Toure, is your time. What's on your mind? He comes in like, man, yeah, I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know. Man, Toure is on my mind.
What's in my mind? It's like these guys, these gangsters, you know.
That's really a bad boy.
The American in him. That's the American in him.
Yeah, Toure, we miss your own flavor you bring to the show. We wish you a safe travel, safe flight, and everything. But let's go to Moba. I think Moba is taking us home. But Sheriff, you finish making your point in the dark. You want to make another point?
Now we're not coming to
guys, I gotta go to bed.
That time
I
you have
stay
here.
a few hours asleep. So
Yeah,
Yeah, guys.
you know.
Mama, take us home.
But well,
Yeah.
I thought, and I'm going.
Yeah, take us home.
But yeah, my brother still talking to the Baba.
No, talk.
Yeah, my man. Yeah, you know the show was good tonight actually, and tell everybody thank you. I hope today again everybody can come on. You know, nothing much to say actually because we all understand the people know the situation. The people know what they're going through. They already know. Samatua lied to them to the extent that someone now said they say because I lied, they will not vote for CDC. Yeah, the people lie too much. Samatua can lie on the sun when he tell you say dinner bread low or sir. When the man tell you say the sun shining low or sir. So I beg you, my Liberian people, you're doing for God's sake. Let's keep those people out of power. Like the only way Liberia will progress. If you keep the people for another 6 years, God forbid. Let me use that word, God forbid. You will suffer more than the way you're suffering right now. I can see it. Look at Carrasco picture before. Go look at Carrasco picture. Go look at Sametua picture.
No,
Go
no,
look
no,
at
no, no.
Jefferson Cozy picture.
Listen, Josh. And let me not say
Hey,
Josh.
my man, agree my closing bar.
Moba.
My man, these are evidence. These are evidence. In America, yeah, they can look at your lifestyle. They can look at your lifestyle before they even start checking behind you.
Look at those people. Look at their lives.
Let's give
my brother. You see my brother. I saw diplomatic on the Sunday. I can look at it and say, "Hey, God, my man, let me talk my team. Let me talking there. Let me follow me with
your team.
Yeah. So as I was saying, right, all those people you're looking at today, you look at their life. Look at the cars they ride. Look at their houses. Go there. 24-hour electricity. They got AC flocking there. When they enter in their car, they say, yeah, they can go out and get people 10, 15,000. Where are they taking that money from, my people? Where? Can they tell us they were doing business before they could get in power? No. You got to open your eyes. You shouldn't be a back on your own country. We need people with a bus to enter that house. We need people who will stand up and say today, we need 4, 5, 6, 7 companies who's doing the signature. You know what today companies are in Liberia? Because they won't hold all the bribery from those companies before they enter. It's against our law. They have broken all the constitution. They have broken our law. And today, we all know, my people, Liberians, our people, back home, we beg you, please, your vote JMB. That the only alternative in our identical race, that the man that can transform your life from poverty to a better person. That the man that can bring company, that the man that will face the health sector, that the man that will bring security in the country, that you will be outside. You won't walk from Douala to Relay in the night. Nobody will harm you because we will build an institution that will govern, that everybody will benefit from that identical institution. We will not be a government that will only focus on people who say, muya. No. Everybody from CDC, you from Unity Party, you from ANC, you from Moruba Party, all the party, you'll be included in that identical government. You will work. For some of us, we don't want government job. We don't want the best thing. Because when we hustle here, today, when we go back, let we live in an environment that when we coming back, we'll be regretting, oh, we're coming back here, we're coming back America. It shouldn't be that one going and running to come back. No. I beg you, number 2.
Let me read George Wheeler comment. He said, your judge named the show United Party Campaign Late Show.
God, you don't get TSK. You want to talk? You don't get TSK. We'll beg you, man. Joe, you don't get TSK. You're going to cry. You mama, baby.
You see, Josh, when you're off the show, it's boring. So George is the only star. You know, he feel like George Weah, who is making all the ugly statues for.
No, bro.
You saw the recent gold one that so ugly, and he won.
Listen, guys. George is our brother. Brother.
The man I got TSK.
You know? Listen,
I'm calling already 30 seconds. When you come in as a sedition, right? If you come in defense CDC, Your skin will be thick because we get a lot of things on there than us. They're in power. We know all the leakage. We know where all the store our government resources. All the country resources. We know it, and we know people who we knew people before. They don't even get rebarrel, but today, guess what? They got Mercedes. Where they take it from? Your country money. Y'all sit on there. Y'all go put it back. Y'all will know.
But listen, the Unity Party people, you people say you people are rescued, right? Y'all gotta go rescue George. George gotta come back.
Oh.
Of course, we want our brother back. Like we said, democracy is about diverse view. We agree to disagree. So George, you understand?
We want to sedition. Because we get evidence. That is computer here. We opinion. All the evidence in here. We're not going.
Josh,
we're living modern life.
Josh, you understand that I agree to be on this. By being a panelist, you have agreed to disagree. We can get different views.
The man is not an intellectual because no intellectual will run from a forum like this. So George
George can stand the heat. No sedition can't stand the heat. We get attention, we get evidence. Even Carrasco Petro from last that time looking at until now, they put it up. That the evidence there. Go look at
talking about Carrasco and Lou George. We are.
Yeah, let me go. You know, you got to start from behind and then you come to the top.
I mentioned something a few days ago. I said Jovia is like a rotten fish. You're trying to sell, nobody wants to buy. That's what George is trying to force his market on, nobody wants to buy it.
If Jovia was doing better, or did better for the past year, you are not coming road campaign. You are coming what people are kidding themselves. But we'll go on a ring.
I remember 2012. Barack Obama
Malva, allow Sherry to talk now.
Yeah, I remember 2012.
I mean, y'all want to have freestyle on the show, yeah? He on this show. Let me just squeeze somebody in quick. Just 1 minute quick. Then we'll go. Right after the person will go. Hello?
That person will not bring.
Yeah, hello. My name is Victor Patton. I've been commenting below. Thank you guys. I really want to say thank you to our brothers then. Liberia has reached to a stage now that we're not picking up guns and trying to beat up people. At least we're having a conversation, which is right. And I really appreciate you guys. Whatever happening to our country, that's all we got. And we got to protect it. And to protect our country, we have to engage in conversations and bring it to the table. And this is the best way to run a democracy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Speaking about Joe Boyka, the only thing I see is you guys are selling Joe Boyka. You're not giving people reason why they should vote for Joe Boyka, but you're telling us why they shouldn't vote for George Weah. You're not giving a reason. Tangible reason why we should vote for Joe Boyka. You're not giving us that reason, but you're only telling us why we shouldn't vote for George Weah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're not following the show. You're not following the show.
Exactly. Because we are laying out a lot. The thing that
you're not following.
Gentlemen, can I speak to that? As we are criticizing, gentlemen, as we are criticizing George Weah, when people critique us, let's understand.
We got to respond.
The way we're talking, he's not understanding as we intend to communicate. So it's a feedback for us to communicate more effectively. That's all we need to take away.
Yeah, Roman, 30 seconds. Respond to the matter, Goya.
And that also goes to our moderator. The question that he asked, maybe it should be more laser focused on what can a candidate what can a candidate do for us? Because most of the time we answer question based. We deliver the message based on the question we're being asked. So
here's what we're going to do. We're going to have at least 2 minutes each for everyone to sell their candidates beginning tomorrow.
Yes. Yes.
If you represent Councillor Tiawon Gonglo, you represent Bwaka. Like for Sylvester, who doesn't represent any political party, he's for the Liberian people. That they kind of made me and they made in the same shoe.
What question then? People then go.
Nelson, right?
Yeah.
Let's do our brother justice.
Sylvester is on the train. Sylvester is on the train.
Let's do our brother justice, right?
You want to put me on a train? You got to work harder to put me on the train.
My man,
Gentlemen.
your message speak louder, my man. We need you.
So gentlemen,
that message alone is speak volume. It speaks volumes.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Let's do the caller justice. He mentioned something, and I don't think we should just dismiss it. So I think we can have 30 seconds each.
Right after that.
Yeah, 30 seconds. 30 seconds each.
Yeah.
So my brother, we are saying JMV has the most experience. You know, when you're seeking a job and the presidency is a job, by putting yourself forward and running in a campaign is you put yourself, you submitted your resume and say, you like me. So those of us who are convicted and we think JMV is going to be the best president, we are looking at several things. The very first thing, he has worked in government for the longest. He understands. He has experience. And we all know we've grown up from one level to another. We know that every day we live, we acquire experience. We learn from life. He lived the longest in the presidency, only for the presidency. So he has acquired experience. He has served government the longest. Another thing is he doesn't have any track record of corruption. Corruption remains Liberia's problem. All of the criticism we have for George Weah, the biggest is corruption. He's going to be corruption free. He served in a previous government that was a government of inclusion, when you can bring the very expertise on board. He just called a 4-month sedition, the Auditor General, John Molu, someone who stands for integrity, to come and work on his campaign team. It shows that he's going to form a government of inclusion and he's going to go for people with expertise. His campaign team is the most diverse campaign team. So he's showing semblance of good leadership. Beyond that, his service to Liberia, when he served as agriculture minister, Liberia grew the most food ever in the country history. When Nimba County, Bon County, and Lofa County could grow so much food that we didn't have to import pepper. We didn't have to import apples. We didn't have to import oranges. When he would serve as LPMC, the produce farmers got from their farms sold and they made money. There are videos around where farmers are saying they were able to send their kids to school and their living conditions were better from their farms. Now today, they do not even can maintain those farms because their yield can't even give them anything. And we have rich soil. We got rich forests that a lot of people can go back to the soil and we can improve our country. Agriculture alone can make our country a better country. So we need people who will make a transparent government and can account to the Liberian people and able to reach every aspect of our country. And Joseph Boakai has that. He can reconcile our people better because he understands the tradition. He understands governance.
Raymond, thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chief.
Let me add on to that too. Let me add on to that too.
No. The message right now, the message, it has resonated well. You need to add on. You need to add on.
Get two.
Two what?
The man finished speaking. Let me speak to close it up what he's saying.
But you spoke
Let me just listen. In regards
for George.
You said listen.
Okay, give some.
You said you're gonna give 2 minutes to each individual or whatever date, so that they can be able to sell
their political party.
Okay. Now, I just want to let them know. Some of us here, we for the Liberian people, but we will still vote one way or the other. Of course, every Liberian has the right to vote. But before the person can vote, you won't convince me. When you come in here tomorrow, don't just come here to tell me, say, he get experience, he get this, you talking about education. Tell me how he's going to transform it. You're talking about healthcare. Tell me how. Then that will inform me that he's got different skills better than the one that the one said that they ain't got skills. Then because there are a lot of candidates on board. Okay, tell me, then I know. But don't just say the healthcare system like corruption. How is he going to fight corruption? Those things will be what we're looking forward to tomorrow.
Okay, my brother, just a split second, right? In order to do that, you have to make a presentation
tomorrow.
Now you make a point.
Get ready down.
In order to do that, no, I just want to say, because of the show has to take a form. You need to make a presentation. What you just asked for is a presentation. It's not a comment. And in a presentation, you must be able to outline things. And you can't do that in 2 minutes.
No, but listen now, my brother. Probably you can take education.
But man, we'll set the tribunal for corruption.
You don't have to come. I mean, just give up.
Thank you I want to say thank you very much. It's been a great show. I appreciate everyone here for your contribution. Thanks for taking us time to be here tonight. Thank you, Mova. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sharif. Thank you, Sylvester. Thank you, Samuel. Raymond. Thanks, man. Thanks for always talking about our Ministry of Public Works.
George, please bring George on the show.
Tomorrow. George will come tomorrow.
The man I got that skin.
The man will come, man.
I got you want John Wishcraft.
No, man. Leah, brother, man. So make it
you saw that made a man run away. You made a man run away. Bad man. I'm going to put in a car around this. I'm going to run away.
And you know the thing about George, when everybody else talking, he will interrupt. When you interrupt,
he get bad. I got thirsty. I crap a bit.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks a whole lot.
Guys.
Thanks a whole lot, gentlemen. Thanks a whole lot. It's been a great show. Thanks a whole lot. Thanks. So, folks, we want to say thank you for being here with us again tonight on the midnight show, the late night politics on Spoon. Thanks for making your contributions in the comment section. It's a whole community there all by itself. You're always there sharing your thoughts in the comment section. It's a great thing. We appreciate you for that. Thanks to those of you who make up time. You just watch the show. We appreciate you for that. Thanks to those of you who call in as well. Sometimes we don't take all of your calls, but we appreciate the fact that you make efforts to call, to make your contribution. So we appreciate that. Together, we can make Liberia great. We can create the Liberia that we all want. And this is not possible. This is not impossible, rather. This is very much possible, provided if we can do it together. My name is Nelson Colette. The next time I come up here will be tomorrow, same time on the late night show, or better still on the Spoon Talk. Until then, keep following Spoon. Of course, this is the Liberian People's Network, and that's why we're here to serve you. Have a good night. Bye-bye from my end.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, George James on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television. Spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon.